Hey, Intuitive Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring to you today's collective reading where we dive into each astrological sign and take a look at what is being eclipsed for you around this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra on March 25th. And we'll take a look at your rainbow coming in. What is being eclipsed and how is it leading to more abundance or more positivity in your life? So welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, collective, welcome. So this is a powerful lunar eclipse, again, in the sign of Libra. So you may want to check out where you have Libran placements in your chart, but this can affect relationships. It can bring justice. It can be about harmonizing and bringing balance back into one's life. So we're going to look at each astral sign. I will post the timestamps in the description box below. And then at the very end, we will dive into a collective, overall, global energy of everyone. So starting off here with Aries. Aries, what is being eclipsed for you? Now, not only are we in Aries season, or we will be around that full moon, because Libran is your opposite, but what is being released or looked at or coming up to the surface here? You have the Nine of Swords. So swords is Libran energy as well. This can be fears coming to the surface. So whatever you have been in your head around, maybe even obsessing about, perhaps some of you have let this false evidence appear real, hold you back in some way, shape, or form. But I am getting here for you, Aries. You are, look at that. You have balance showing up. There is the justice. This is Libran energy. So whatever fears you have been sitting with, okay, whatever fears you've been sitting with, let's look at what some of those fears are. You're going to realize that they were either illusions, they were not true, or you are releasing some pain, some obsessions, some, let's see, Nine of Swords can also be nightmares as well. Maybe even a little bit of self-pity, victim mentality. It can be a very strong energy about getting up in one's head and then staying in that space. So Aries, for some of you, you did let something really affect you mentally. And yes, it may have affected you emotionally, spiritually, all of the above here, but it was a trap in the mind that maybe you couldn't get out of this situation. So when this shows up here, I feel like you are releasing that despair. You're releasing that fear and bringing more balance into your life. I just want to take a look at what some of these fears were around. Instantly, I heard money for some of you. Now, yes, it could be relationships involving fighting over money, or perhaps a job where a coworker or a boss was unfair, because the Justice card showing up here can be about feeling like life's not fair, right? When it does show up with that Nine of Swords, this is about imbalance. It is about injustice, hidden truths, right? And that's what this eclipse is bringing about, taking a look at these from a higher perspective, illuminating what is below the surface. And you're going to see that these were fears that are not serving you, and you're going to see how to release them, because we want to, excuse me, we want to see what the rainbow is. And look at, you actually have the rainbow on the top of this card. So let's just look at a couple of what these fears were for you. A wake-up call, hanging around. Some of you felt stuck, very, very, very stuck, and you could have been stuck in your head about this situation. This is the Hanged Man, and the reason why the Hanged Man shows up, because there can be delays, there can be an energy of, I don't have a way out, right? It's, I don't have any other options. I don't have a choice. And that's where we get caught up in this fear-based energy. Excuse me. It could be something around not feeling like you're able to speak up. My throat chakra is activated here. Maybe you feel like you're not heard. You don't have a voice. You're not being appreciated. Maybe you feel like your creative talents are masked, or you don't feel inspired. But with this Hanged Man energy here, this is what is coming up for you. This is what is being eclipsed, is finding solutions, because nines are about completion here, Aries. So you are completing a major cycle in your life, a cycle that has kept you feeling stuck and set back. Now, I also get with this Hanged Man, this is Pisces energy, and Pisces is going to be in full effect the majority of March. And this is all about perspectives, right? And really getting in touch with your intuition, right? It's about taking back control of your life. And I almost said taking bat control, because bats are about rebirth as well. Bats are about listening. They are about... Look at that. You have the rainbow showing up twice. They just showed that to me. So yeah, whatever you were fearing, whatever this situation was for you, it was big. It kept you held in a place of limbo, hostage. Some of you may have been stuck in a relationship where maybe you didn't have the finances to move, or you didn't have, you know, the needs, the requirements, or whatever you needed to get out of a situation. Same with a job. Maybe there was a job that you either wanted to get out of, or maybe you wanted to get a job in the first place. This could be rebalancing up health for some of you, because this can be going down the rabbit hole of health issues, health concerns, you know, hitting a rock bottom in a way mentally, and just feeling like you are going down that rabbit hole. Let's take a look at what this wake up call, which is this eclipse, what is it illuminating here for you as far as the rainbow? So we see where you have been up until this point. You've been stuck. You've let these fears hold you hostage, hold you in place. Here's the balance coming in. Here's the rainbow. We also see literally the sun and the moon, the eclipse happening and taking place here. So tell me about what this rainbow is bringing in for Aries, please. What's the rainbow bringing in for Aries? What's the rainbow? Oh, look at that. You're changing from fear with the Nine of Swords to the Knight of Swords. You're getting out of Dodge. You're saying, I've been stuck in that position for far too long. Here's the rainbow. Here's the spiritual awakening. Here's the wake-up call. This is a complete rebirth for you. Aries, this is going to be a very, very big eclipse. Okay, this is a major wake-up call, a major aha moment where you are finally, I mean, because you've been stuck for so long, it's almost like they're giving me like a dog scratching at the door, really wanting to go out, right? There's this impatient energy. It has to use the bathroom. It wants to get out. It's been stuck in for so long, and it's scratching and scratching, and it starts to, make marks on the door, and it's whimpering, and it's, anticipating here and trying to hold everything in, and it just wants to escape and go outside. And once that door opens, this eclipse is that door opening. And once that opens, the dog, runs out, and this is the energy I'm comparing to, right? Runs out quickly because that's what it's been wanting for so long. And then it has that sweet, release, right? So there's a sense of freedom here for you. And I feel like you are all in. You are determined here to move forward. Let's see where you are going with this forward movement, because once you get that open door, it's like a sweet release, but I still feel that it's almost like adrenaline. Some of you, this is going to be an adrenaline rush, or it's going to be because you've been in that fight or flight or that anticipation mode for quite some time, Aries. I feel for some of you, you may run, I don't want to say run out of adrenaline, but it's like you're going to run, do what you need to do, and then you're going to allow yourself to sit when you feel like you're in that safe space. Whoa, okay, wow. That came in quick. So the first cards that I'm seeing here that stood out were the Three of Swords. Yeah, something that was really heartbreaking. You have quite a few. We're just going to peek at them all because you're, oh, look at that final outcome. So that's what you're running away from, heartbreak with the Three of Swords. A lot of you were under major scrutiny. You were taking a look at a situation. You needed to open your eyes to something here with this Page of Swords. This is about investigating, researching. How do I get out of here? How do I move to the next position? How do I break free? How do I find a solution or find an answer to head towards your abundance, your success, your love, whatever it is that your rainbow is. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but you were on overload, major overload, and that's going to kind of come crashing down here, but not in a way of tower. Let's just make sure here. Yeah, not in a way of tower. Good, because we have double tens. It's about, you know, finally feeling able to release some sort of grief or heavy burdens, because double tens is all about an ending of a situation. You have been, and I said double tens, yeah, and here's your other 10, the 10 of wands. Overload. It is about grief. You are taking on way, way, way more than maybe you wanted to take on, right? But you are coming to that finish line. And if you actually look, you know, she's determined to push through all this 10 and head towards her new beginning. So we also have here, we have some sort of blame, 8 of swords going on. Some of you needed to release those lower vibrational frequencies of blame, shame, guilt, bitterness, resentment, whatever those fears were. The 8 of swords is what keeps you in that state, right? But you are making progress. But once you get time to kind of sit with this new energy, once you're out of it, I feel like you're doing a lot of reflecting, but Spirit is saying you've already done the reflecting. Now the most important thing, once you get yourself out of that situation, right, is to be here now. The 2 of Pentacles, be in the moment, because you may be juggling up a few things here in the coming weeks after this eclipse. All right. But you have, oh, wow, you have, yeah, there's a departure showing up here for you. You're departing from this 8 of swords, 9 of swords. You are departing from something that you felt stuck to or stagnant in. The 6 of swords, you're off, you're ready. And that makes sense because we have so many swords here. So you've been thinking this through for quite some time here, Aries. Now your final cards, you have the 9 of Cups, right? Wish fulfillment here. You have the 9 of Cups. This is indulgence. So some of you, it's almost as if I'm seeing that same dog, right? Hungry, very hungry for life, right? Hungry for love, hungry for food. And this is symbolic as well, but it's like you've been suppressing it. You haven't had it for so long that when you get it, it may feel a little bit too much. So find balance within whatever that may be. Okay. Because you have the indulgence here, and it's like not eating a sweet or a cake or, you know, something that you really love for quite some time. And then you eat a lot of it. You eat the whole tub of cookies and cream ice cream. And then you feel you have a stomach ache afterwards. So just find that balance, because there's plenty more of this good stuff. It's not the last, you know, it's not the last roll of toilet paper on the shelf. It's not the last cookies and cream in the frozen section. There's plenty to go around, but because you went through some sort of scarcity or poverty conscious mindset or lack of in the past, it's almost like, wow, is this too good to be true? But it is, but just bring in that balance. That's why you have the Justice. Now your final cards here, Aries, we have support. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is nurturing, caring, taking care of you, taking care of your home, rebuilding a sense of stability, rebuilding that sense of self-love within yourself. Your final outcomes here are the Star and the Sun. The Star and the Sun is understanding of the situation that you've gone through. Now that you're out of it, you're able to see it from a brand new perspective. That's that Hanged Man. You're able to see beyond the fears, the darkness, the worries, the anxieties, and there's your Sun, the happiest card in the deck, right? There's your joy, your bliss, your abundance. This is powerful energy of finally being able to be in that energy of the rainbow. That's beautiful. Let's get one last card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please, for Aries? Okay, that one almost wanted to come out, but it didn't. It was the orphaned card. So for some of you, you are getting out of that orphaned energy, that aloneness, that emptiness, and the stars are aligning here. The fates. This is destiny. This is, for some of you, it was a karmic experience that you had to go through, especially with the Justice here of maybe a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of wrongdoing. But the fates here, the stars are aligning, and it's also card 17, which kind of confirms your final outcome, which is the Star, card 17. Beautiful energy here, Aries. That is what I have for you. All right. You may want to check out your moon, rising, and sun for a full picture. And let's take a look here at Taurus. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you? What is this eclipse exposing for Taurus? What is this eclipse bringing in for Taurus to reach that rainbow? What do we have, please, for Taurus? All right, Taurus, what do we got going on for you? What is being exposed? What's coming out? What's leading to your rainbow? What energy are you in? All right, Three of Wands. You're ready to grow. You are charging forward with the Three of Wands, and you see noticeable growth here. Some of you could be traveling, moving. There could be some, oh, that's why. Whew. You have Aries energy here with the Emperor, as we're in Aries season during that eclipse, and you have the Tower. So this is actually a great tower, okay? This tower is coming in to allow you to move forward because you want more order or more stability in your life because something wasn't stable for you. So with that Tower, there could be a surprise. I mean, that's what eclipses bring in, right? I feel like this could be a major awakening that happens for you that does offer you freedom. It offers you a brand new energy to build your empire, okay? Or to build something that feels really good for you. Let's take a look here. Okay, we have the stars showing up. We have timing with the Seven of Earth, and we have another major arcana, repression. Doesn't that devil look a little bit creepy there, you guys? When I was going through this deck, which is one of my absolute new favorite decks, I'll link it in the description box below. It almost looks like something you'd see off a scary movie. And that's why, because the devil can be a little bit scary. So some of you went through a situation where you broke free from something toxic, right? And you needed to. And it was a long time coming is what I sense here for you with the timing card. Let's take a look at the rainbow. What's this energy bringing in? Bringing in here healing, bringing in integrity, bringing in truth. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, deception in reverse. This is a yes energy of feeling like you're finally being able to move forward and release the things that have deceived you. I like this showing up. So this is what's happening, Taurus. Your first card out, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is hitting that refresh button because you've made choices, right? You've made choices. You see the growth. You see the child that is now, you know, a wise woman. And I feel for a lot of you, you've gained wisdom. You've gained a lot of life experience. You are an old soul. Even it doesn't mean you're old, but it means that you've had a lot of experiences that have aged you in ways that are very, very significant in your life. When the Three of Wands shows up, this is a return on your investment. It's staying optimistic. It's staying patient. It is about you not taking your eye off the prize, even though you've gone through this devil and this tower. When these two come together, this is a major release from something that was very difficult, very toxic. The devil can be temptation. Maybe it was something that you've stayed in because you were tempted to stay in it, or it tempted you. It could be alcohol or addictions. The devil energy can be fears. It can be manipulations, codependency, even materialism. But you are reclaiming your power. So whatever this devil is in the works, or that's been kind of hiding, because you can almost see that this devil has been hiding in these rocks, right? And the rocks are coming crumbling down to expose what this is for you. And I feel like it is a timing. It's like the timing is now with this Seven of Pentacles. Like you're watching, I feel like you're the one watching something crumble down here, but you're not being necessarily affected. I mean, it is affecting you, but it may not be you per se. I feel like this was either a tower that you kind of knew, even though this is more of an unexpected energy, because you have the Three of Wands. I feel like you're the one that pushed that domino down, right? That domino that kind of goes in and it pushes down all the other ones. It's like you knew that this was coming. You knew that it was just a matter of time before something started to crumble. And you have an opportunity here to rebuild during Aries season. There's order here. There is more stability. This is about you taking back your power in some way, shape, or form here, Taurus. So when the Emperor shows up, I mean, major arcanas, it's not going to surprise me to see major arcanas for this eclipse, because this is something that is bringing justice and balance into your world, into the collective, into the energy. We have Aries and Libra in the north and south node, so this is impacting everyone. But again, as I say, look at where Aries and Taurus is in your chart as well. But with this Emperor, you're learning to question, or you have questioned the truth, whatever that may be, the truth of a job, the truth of a relationship, the truth of, you know, the global impact, the truth of what's going on in the world, but most importantly, that inner truth, what aligns with you. And this has been something that's been so powerful showing up lately, because we need to shed illusions and fears to get in touch with our own intuition as we embrace the new age or the new world, right? We're going to need to be in touch with ourselves more than we ever have in the energy of the earth plane. So this is a time for you to connect and to understand with the star card. The star comes after the tower, and you have the tower here. So I absolutely feel without a doubt there's a renewed sense of faith here. There's a renewed sense of hope. There's an understanding of why something came crumbling down or why something happens, because you understand things that many aren't quite awakened yet to, Taurus. And what's the rainbow? What's coming out of all of this here is major healing. Even though this says with the Four of Cups, it says frozen. It's because you froze. You went through a fight, flight, or freeze moment here with the tower. But now it's like you're thawing out, right? You see, I mean, this could have even, it could have occurred. You knew it was going to occur maybe during winter season, depending on what hemisphere you're in. But I feel like this could also be you had shut down to a situation long before the tower had even came up. I'm getting corrupt. So maybe this was an organization, an establishment, a governing agency, someone in charge, someone of authority. Someone was very corrupt here. You knew the truth long before the truth kind of came out, but it's coming out here, or if it hasn't already, it is. And someone wasn't in their integrity, but that actually allowed you to get stronger within yours. Taurus, this is powerful King of Wands energy. Yeah, the King of Wands, very fiery, very humble. This is someone who takes charge of their destiny. This is one of the kings. I mean, all the four kings equal that emperor, but this is the king that really strives. He does what he can to get to that emperor status, and he is going to stay in his integrity and chuck out whatever doesn't align with his integrity in order to grow and evolve. We have both the one and the two. There's a brand new beginning in the material world. This is roots. This is laying new roots after that tower has crumbled, whether it's a new job, a new home, a new relationship. This is potential and coming together. So something is coming together quite beautifully for you. And it's important for you not to focus on the past, not to be so far into the future, but be here now, because that's where it's going to count the most. And the rainbow we have, yeah, look at this. Getting rid of deception. Someone was a wolf disguised as a sheep here. Ooh, and I got goosebumps. Yeah, someone was definitely wearing a mask. Someone was very shady, and that could be why I was just picking up on, I mean, yes, the devil's here as well. The devil is deception. It can really hold you. It can kind of lure you. The devil can make people do some crazy stuff. Right? Crazy stuff. And you've seen some crazy stuff here, Taurus. And what your rainbow is this imagination with the Page of Swords. It is about knowing the truth, knowing your truth. Your ship's kind of coming in. You can see that there is sun in the horizon here. This is about a beautiful ship. And that's kind of what we also see in the original Three of Wands, is the ships coming in. So what's happening is there's a full circle. We see with the Three of Wands, the noticeable growth. And we see part of the rainbow is You've grown, you've gained wisdom, you've gone through experiences, you're healing here, and here your imagination is free to shine. It's free to dream, free to move towards new expansion, new growth, new horizons. All right. You can't make that up. Look at that. We just talked about being here in the now, and we have here and now. That's what's going to be important here coming into, you know, maybe the next 4 to 8 weeks after this eclipse. But then you have here thinker. Yep. Or excuse me, you have the Y card. You're going to be questioning. I do see that. That's part of this star. You're going to be questioning because that's part of the healing process. You're going to be saying, why did that happen? What did I learn? How can I get stronger? How can I move forward with more, you know, more grace, more integrity, more imagination? How can I release the deception? So it's okay for you to be in that why, but don't stay in there too long, okay? Because be flexible is what Spirit is saying. Things are going to be, you know, adapting. Adaptability is going to be key here going into the future. There's going to be a lot of changes happening here for you, especially with the order, with the Emperor, with the star, with the Tower. And then your final card is go the distance. You have what it takes to head towards your rainbow, which is this finish line. Head towards that dream job or that relationship that's built on a solid foundation, one that you can trust, one that's secure, one that's safe, to be able to push through health concerns, health issues, some sort of major shift that's happened within yourself, something here that has really shaken up your world. Spirit is saying you have everything within you, Taurus, to go the distance. All right. Wow. Whew. I know these readings are going to be, you know, intense, but man, are they starting off intense. All right, let's dive into Gemini. What do we have here for Gemini around this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra on March 25th? What is being eclipsed here for you? Now, interesting, the cards seem to be, look at that, 3 times in a row. It's like they're not coming together here. And if you've watched, well, you probably haven't watched all of them up until this point, but Aries and Taurus were very smooth sailing here. So Gemini, you could be going through some stuff. And Libra is your fellow air sign. So there could be some major maybe butting of heads around this time, or it feels like something isn't coming together. But the reason why is because there is something being eclipsed to you that says there's a new way, a new path. If it's not working, take a new path instead of forcing something here is the message I'm getting for you. All right, Gemini, what is this eclipse bringing up for you? And what's the rainbow? What's the rainbow coming from it here? Oh, geez. Now, Gemini, okay. That is the rainbow. Well, I like that. Your rainbow is the 10 of Pentacles, privilege, it's wealth, it's stability, it is financial success, the promise of a fulfilling long life here. You have, okay, how would you like these, Spirit? It's almost like all or nothing. All or nothing. But what are you going through right now? What is being eclipsed? Wow, look at this. Look at all of this major arcana. You are stepping into a powerful position here. There's a lot of really great things coming in for you. You have 3 major arcanas right off the bat. And look at, you have 3 more earth signs. So there is a lot of happiness and a lot of joy coming in. This is compassion. You've gone through a lot here. This is strength, compassion energy, Leo. You have order as well. You're bringing more order into your life because something wasn't working out for you. It was like, you know, butting heads here, trying to fit a square peg into a circle hole, and it's just not working. But for whatever reason, Gemini, something was being forced here, and the universe was telling you, Gemini, what are you doing? Why are you trying to force something that's not working? And you're saying, you're right. Why am I trying to force something? I know it's not for my highest good. Because Gemini, you can be stubborn. When you want something, you want it. But when you surrender, when you realize that there is a new option, one that is not only, you know, a square in a square, but it's a star in a star. And they're showing me a star. And you were just thinking that you had 2 options, right? This square and this circle. But over here is a beautiful star, and you're seeing that star within you and the star within this energy, and it's a perfect fit. That's what you are leading towards here. This is order. This is Emperor energy. We are in Aries season during this eclipse as well. So you are learning compassion. You're learning what you are truly made of, how far you've come. The Strength card is also about determination, right? It is Leo energy, about self-discipline. It's about not sabotaging happiness, not sabotaging success. And I feel like there was a lot of instability, and maybe that's why you were trying to force something, because maybe the instability felt comfortable. I'm going to repeat that. Maybe the instability, the weaknesses, the self-sabotage, the shadows, the fear, the pain, maybe that felt comfortable, and you were trying to go back to what felt comfortable, what felt like home, but that's not always what's best for us, right? It rarely ever is. We don't grow in that comfort zone. We fall back to the comfort zone because of fear, because we don't know another path. We didn't even realize there's a star over here. We've only known the circle and the square. What's happening now is something unbelievably, it feels unbelievably new and happy and joyful, but it's something that's bringing a lot more stability than anything you've ever had in the past with this Emperor. You are feeling more empowered now than you have in a long time, Gemini, and you have the support here. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles. So there could be something you're doing by yourself. You could be attracting here. A lot of you are attracting a partnership of some way, shape, or form, either in business or in love, because the 10, you're going from the 10 and you're calling in, or you are this Queen of Pentacles, and there is something coming together here with the Privilege card. Okay, some of you, this does have to do with finances or money or home. You're exploring here some new options, but you're taking your time is what I'm getting here, or you are wanting to do things right is what I get here with this Knight of Pentacles. You're wanting to feel the support. You're wanting to explore options, but you're also in the position to take a look at your strengths and your weaknesses, because I feel like you don't want to mess this up. You are familiar with self-sabotage is what I'm getting here, and you don't want to mess something up that could be one of the best things of your life. And you have the Nine of Pentacles, so you don't need anyone else to make you happy, but I feel like you're satisfied with you. But it's when you become satisfied with you that you attract others that kind of fill that space next to you is what I get here. So it's like you had to go through something that was challenging with the Strength, but there's a lot of joy and a lot of happiness because you're finally feeling good about you and your own skin with the Nine of Pentacles here. And there is some sort of completion, because this is completion. You've completed a cycle. You've completed here a lesson possibly, and now you're exploring ways to build something more solid, more concrete. And your rainbow is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles here is stability, stable family, stable future, long-term goals, marriage, commitment. This is beautiful energy. This is most people's dream here. All right, let's take a look at some of these. Let's look at the Strength. Why is the Strength here with the Sun? Tell me about the Strength here. I feel like you had a very difficult decision to make regarding your stability, but it's like you're being rewarded. Yeah, because you have the Eight of Swords. That's part of what you had to overcome. There was some sort of blame, maybe even some sort of forgiveness. This is self-sabotage, as we talked about earlier. So Eight of Swords can be getting caught up in a story that no longer is true. It doesn't exist, or maybe it never was true. Big energy here. Spirit, tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please, for Gemini. Could have been with someone with red hair, possibly. Red hair could be significant. Children could have been involved. Yeah, frozen. It's almost as if you were frozen in fear, frozen in a situation that you just couldn't get out of your head. Or even with, I mean, Four of Cups energy here. I feel like a lot of you, you were focused on the past, and that was affecting your future, and you had to be strong, and you had to overcome a situation of the past that was holding you hostage, and you're now focusing to the future. You're focusing on what could be, and you're seeing that more stability could could come into play in your life here, Gemini. One that is supportive, supporting you in all ways. One that is, you know, full of exploration and love and support and longevity here with this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I just keep getting you want to do things right, or you want things to go in the right direction instead of looking to the past. Now, Spirit, tell me about this rainbow, the 10 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles showing up here, the rainbow. Okay, Ace of Cups, love, right? Ace of Cups here is love, overcoming some sort of a major ending. You're releasing grief and you're opening up, and that's allowing you to take action on your heart's desire. Yeah, I love that. Look at, you have the Ace of Cups showing up here. So something you were resisting, something that you were held hostage in some sort of blame game, forgiveness, self-pity, despair, something that you felt frozen in fear in of the past that was affecting your joy. You were very unhappy. You felt like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. You were self-sabotaging by trying to jam that square into the circle. And then over here comes this opportunity because you're finally focused on what's right in front of you instead of what you lost and what you're trying to maybe get back. And then there's the star, there's the healing, there's the light. So what's being exposed here is that you don't have to be in this mental block, this mental mindset. You can close the past. You can close the door to this frozen situation that something fizzled out, something wasn't working for you. Why? Because you have this Ace of Cups coming in here. The Ace of Cups is flow, not resistance. And you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So there's some sort of grief that you felt in the past, and that's why you were hanging on. You weren't sure how to overcome or heal the grief, and you were very much stuck in it. And now you're able to open yourself up. And once you do, Knight of Cups, taking action, that's when you build this strong, stable life. All right, let's get one card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Gemini, please? All right, Gemini, what do we have for you? Milk and honey. I mean, there's literally your rainbow. You can't make that up. There's your rainbow, Gemini, milk and honey, enjoying the land of sweet success. Beautiful. Wow. All those major arcanas for you. You have the Strength, Gemini. You have the Emperor, you have the Sun. I mean, these are all the best cards that you can get. So I'm loving that for you. I hope that resonates. Let's dive into Cancer. All right, Cancer. What is this eclipse on March 25th or around that energy? What is it exposing? What is it eclipsing in your life? And how is it leading to your rainbow? All right, Cancer, how is this leading to your rainbow? Oh, wow. It's so interesting, Cancer, because as I'm shuffling, the cards feel so just flow, so soft. And Geminis, they were very, very much jammed together, like trying to shuffle, and it just wasn't coming together. But look at yours. It's like a beautiful flow. So let's take a look here. Cancer, what's going on for Cancer here? Consuming 4 of Pentacles. Okay, you are going a little bit back and forth with, should I hang on? Should I let go? Is this too much? Is this not enough? Right? 4 of Pentacles can be that energy here of protection, managing resources, managing, you know, some sort of stability, trying to find balance, possibly looking for maybe new opportunities. What else do we have here? Okay, and what's the rainbow, Spirit? Tell me about the rainbow. We have timing coming in here. We have the Tower in reverse. You're freeing yourself from something you were really hanging on to. And then we have your rainbow there. Beautiful. All right. So Cancer, you start off with the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles can be about stability, right? You want to save for something that could be very beneficial in the material world. Maybe you're saving for a car or a home or retirement. I mean, this can be a relationship that you are contemplating. Is it worth saving? If it's not stable because it feels maybe a little competitive here with whatever this is for you, what are you consuming your energy and your time towards? Is it leaving you feeling drained? Or is it leaving you feeling uplifted and happy? And for a lot of you, the answer is it's leaving me drained, because it feels very competitive here with the 5 of Wands. Some of you, this is arguing, or It's just rivalry, right? Needing to work together, needing to collaborate to bring in this sense of stability. So there could be a major wake-up call for you at this time, as we have two major arcanas here showing up. You have the Tower in reverse, and you have liberation. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. This is powerful energy here of judgment, right? A judgment call is being made. You're saying to yourself, enough is enough. We bring stability to the situation, or I bring stability to this, or I'm going in a new direction. And I feel like you could be, I'm getting the words, Cancer, ultimatum. So you could be giving someone an ultimatum, or maybe you're giving yourself an ultimatum and saying, this is it. If I'm going to give myself to the end of the week to see how this turns out. And if not, you know, I'm moving on, or something of that nature. But I do like the Tower in reverse, because this is about a revelation that is offering you freedom. And what bigger revelation than the Judgment, right? Judgment's coming in here. And I feel like part of what you could be hanging on to, yeah, what you're hanging on to, Cancer, is regrets. Maybe even some sort of karma that you had to go through. But the Judgment can be about judging oneself, or avoiding change. Well, when change comes a knocking, especially with the Tower and the Judgment, this is big change that literally is liberating you, right? And so some sort of crisis that you were in, that you were consumed in, actually, with the consuming, it's like you were so consumed in this competitiveness, this arguing, this rivalry, this debating, or just feeling a lot of back and forth within your mind, even though it's not a swords, I am getting mind energy here. So I do feel that you're freeing yourself from whatever that was. So some of you, there's a new offer coming in, maybe a new job that you've been putting yourself out there and felt consumed with needing to get a job, but there's been so much competition where you felt like you were going down the rabbit hole. You're being liberated from that. If this is relationship, I see here that you've been consuming a lot of your energy towards the glass half empty, or a lot of anger, bitterness, resentment, and that's going to boil over, right? And you're going to need to free yourself in some way, shape, or form. And that's why we have the Judgment call being made here, Cancer. Let's take a look. What else do we have? We have the Dream Weaver, beautiful, the King of Cups. We have a labor of love. Some of you are going to put work into a situation that really matters to your heart. So if this is a judgment call being made, I feel like you're going to choose the path of love, right? You're going to ask yourself, WWLD, what would love do, right? What would love do in this situation? Because you are manifesting an opportunity, a new one that is based on love. You're manifesting a new outlook based on love. And that's what matters here. And you've learned a lot. It's about maturity. It's about timing as well. You do have the Four of Swords in reverse. You have the Seven of Earth in reverse. So I feel like some of you, yeah, you're not putting your time into regrets anymore. You're not putting your time towards the past, or to the consuming of energy that's toxic, or that's, leaving you feeling disheveled in some way, shape, or form. Okay, I feel like remember when we were shuffling your cards and it just felt more smooth? I feel instead of resistance, I'm getting flow. And whatever this energy was, it's like there was a lot of resistance with that Five of Wands. A lot of resistance here. But the good news is I do feel that there will be an opportunity to dance, right? Timing. The timing is now. I mean, Tower and Judgment, that's right now energy. So this eclipse is going to be very powerful for you, and the remnants of it after maybe, or you're going to be in it, I feel, for the next 2 to 4 weeks after eclipse. Maybe some of you are currently going through it right now, but the timing has come to grow some new seeds that are based on love, and to manifest and reap the rewards. But I feel like you're done putting your time. That's why the Seven of Pence is in reverse. You're done putting your time towards this Four of Pence, which is consuming you. You're done. You've had enough. That's why this Tower is here. You've had enough. It's almost like cutting this out. I'm done with that. I don't want to argue. I don't want to consume my whole life with this. It's taking over. It's affecting me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm done. I'm making a call right here, right now. Spirit's helping you, because this is the energy of the angels. This is divinely guided. This is divinely inspired. You're trusting your intuition here. What's the rainbow, Cancer? 9 of Cups. This is satisfaction, right? Or excuse me, 9 of Pentacles here. 9 of Pentacles is creating a life that you love, a life that you're proud of, right? This is about cooperation. Yeah, cooperation, not competitiveness, right? Instead of having two heads butting together all the time, whatever that may be, you are finding the energy to cooperate because you yourself are opening up to cooperation. And what you have discovered is something was being reflected to you. Something within you was manifesting externally. It may have been mirrored. It may have been stuck energy, right? Because you were consuming your time and that's what you were attracting, right? What you think about, you bring about. The energy you have within is a reflection of without. So I feel that a lot of you are bringing a lot more stability, and almost every sign has been getting this Emperor. This Emperor is Aries, right? Aries is in the North Node, Libra in the South. That's what this eclipse is all about as well, bringing order and balance and stability into your life. All right, Cancer, let's get an outcome. Let's get an outcome or an overall. Imagine. Yeah, imagine what life can be like without consuming your energy in the glass half empty. What does this brand new life look like? What does stability look like? Imagine. It's time to open up. It's time to open up because you were only seeing through the portal of consuming your time and your energy and space with something maybe negative or competitive. What does the other side look like? And look at that. This is the second or third time this has happened, and you're only the fourth sign that we've gone through. Is this card is also the same number as your outcome, and this is judgment, right? Judgment here, or what you're kind of learning, what the rainbow is. And we have that judgment showing up here, which is liberation. Your imagination is going to liberate you as well. What you think about, you bring about here, Cancer. All right, powerful. I love that for you. Let's take a look here at Leo. Leo, what do we have for Leo? Leo, what is being exposed? What is this full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra exposing for you? And what is the rainbow that's going to come out of this situation? Okay. Leo. I'm hearing second chances. Second chances at life, second chances at love, opening yourself up after you were maybe closed down for a while. This is a new opportunity coming to you. Wouldn't surprise me to see some aces, maybe the Fool. Okay, what do we have here, please? The Judgment card, maybe even. Life never tires of giving second chances. All right, Leo. Where's Leo's energy at? What is being eclipsed around this full moon? Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Yep. Endings bringing in what? New beginnings. There's your Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful energy here. I mean, the death, yeah, it's sticky. Yeah, the death is transformative. Yeah, the death is something that doesn't always feel comfortable, but it's so worth it, right? When we give birth, it's not comfortable at all. For those of you that have given birth, it is one of the most transformative times of your life. But what comes out on the other side of it, right? When you have the strength to be able to get through something that's challenging, but you know it's going to be worth it in the end, there's nothing you can't accomplish. You have perseverance here. It is showing up in reverse with the Lovers. So some of you, this is a new beginning in love. Okay, it's a new beginning here to follow your heart. That's way too many. Okay, big bundle there. Let's see what the rainbow is, please, for Leo. I mean, you're Leo as well. Look at that. As I said, what's the rainbow? You have the rainbow above the Hanged Man, above the Bat. You're getting yourself out of the sticky situation, literally. And when you go through that cocoon process or even that birthing process, you know that there's still ooey gooey, sticky, filmy placenta, or, you know, a caterpillar turning into the butterfly. There is almost a mush period that takes place. And yeah, it feels uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It feels slimy. You just want to get out of it. You want to take a shower. And what's coming in there? Powerful. Oh, wow. Look at that. Your rainbow is definitely leading to some good karma around cooperating. Beautiful. Okay, Spirit saying that's it. So diving in here, everybody has been getting major arcanas. I do suggest, Leo, check out your sun, moon, and rising. Also stay tuned at the end, possibly for that collective. But what I get here is the death. We have the lovers, we have the strength, we have the hanged man, and we also have the temperance. So starting off, you are going through a transformative process. And I love that it's actually showing the infinity symbol, because that's what death is all about. It is about not cutting something off, because energy cannot be cut off. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. For those of you that don't know, right? It can only be transformed. So something that may feel like an ending, and it may feel like life is over, I'm never going to, A, B, or C, feels like that when you're going through it. But that's not how energy works, right? There is this energy of major transformation, death and rebirth. And you know that. You know it on a deep soul level. But sometimes when you're going through the worst of things, that's when you grow. That's when you evolve. That's when you discover what you are truly made of. So Leo, what I'm picking up on here is it's taken you everything. All of your strengths, your weaknesses, your self-sabotage, your self-determination, even your self-discipline. You have taken a look at yourself, and you had to reach into the depths of hell even at times. And I do feel that you are coming out a stronger version of yourself through this rebirthing process here. This is about you being kind and compassionate, right? You can see that that girl is hugging that gator, and everybody would think, well, why the hell would she do that? That gator could turn on her. Yeah, because when we get into that fight or flight, that primal energy of I need to survive, what are we willing to do, right? And so forgive yourself for getting into that fight or flight, that survival mode. You had to come through a lot here, and I feel the energy here for you, Leo, and it's powerful. So I feel your emotions of perseverance and wanting to give up, right? Wanting to give up because you felt like you were not able to find your way out of something that may have been frozen even. 5 of Cups, you had to persevere. You had to do what you could do to move forward here in the face of everything. And one day here real soon, there's a little birdie, right? A colorful rainbow. There's your rainbow again, bird that is in the midst of this all. This could be a message from spirit. This could be, the new opportunity. I'm getting messenger though. So this is something that you are seeing clearly, because everything is, white. Everything's around you is finally opening up, where you're realizing that you're not in this phase any longer. You are moving on to the new beginning. And that's where you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is growth. It's laying the roots. It is a new beginning in the material world. It is because you've gone through what you've gone through, and it was a transition, but you're realizing that this energy is being transmuted into something else for you. And maybe it's living without a lover. Maybe it is moving in a direction where, you had to part ways from a situation that you really loved, right? Your heart was very, very, very much involved in. Maybe it was a job that you loved. Maybe it was a family member. Okay, maybe it was a friend, a lover, whomever, but you're reigniting something within you, and you've gone through and are currently going through one of the biggest spiritual awakenings of your life. You have the wake-up call with the Hanged Man, and you felt stuck in this transition for a long time, and a lot of you didn't know how to step across that threshold here. And the bat is all about rebirth, and the death is about rebirth. So this is that wake-up call. This is the rainbow getting you unstuck from that cocoon, because you've been fighting and fighting and fighting to get out for so long, right? Imagine that baby in the stomach at 9 months kind of kicking and fighting, and when they're ready to come, they want to come. But sometimes it's safe and cozy in that womb, and they want to stay as long as they can. And for some of you, you felt like something was safe and cozy, but you were being forced out of it. And maybe what was safe and comfortable wasn't healthy, right? Because you couldn't grow any longer in that condition. And now you're waking up to the truth of your soul. You have divine guidance here, Leo. You have this energy here of karma. This is actually the 10 Temperance energy. And I had to really look at this and connect and say, okay, why is this karma on here? But karma isn't bad. So many people think, you know, karma is, it's just bad. When you hear that word, it's, oh, that person's going to get their karma. Like it's a, you know, a negative thing, which it certainly can be, but it's based on, you know, what we do. It's based on our free will choices, how we act, how we respond. You know, it's a reaction to every action, right? And it's a universal law of, you know, cause and effect. And this is saying that the angels, because the Temperance is the tempering angel, right? She's the angel that comes in to help bring balance and patience and compromise and moderation into one's life. It's about finding that balance instead of going to extremes of, you know, that wheel turning into completely negative or completely positive, right? It's how do we find that balance? And isn't that what we're all trying to do here, is just cooperate, find balance, and live and lead a life where we do have good karma for what we put out there. And that's what you've learned in this situation. All right, Leo, let's get a final outcome for you. What do we have for Leo, please? Did one just flip? Okay, we have orphaned in reverse. So yeah, that's, you're coming out of that energy of feeling stuck, right? Stuck in the womb or stuck in a situation that you've outgrown. And that's why you've had to persevere. You've had to realize that you've outgrown. It's like trying to fit into a size of a shoe that's 3 sizes below your actual foot size, right? How uncomfortable would that be? You wouldn't even be able to fit in, and you'd be walking around on the edge of, you know, the shoe, but that's all you had, and it was just a little baby protection of your toes, right? You wear a size 10 and you're trying to squeeze into a 3 or a 7, and it's just, it's not working for you. It's tight. It could be causing blisters, and it's just, you know, getting uncomfortable. And that's why you were squeezed out of this situation here, for you to come into your soul tribe, your people, your family, a new connection here, one where you don't feel orphaned. That's what I have for you. I do see with the rainbow coming in, Leo, that there is some good cooperation. This is the 3 of Cups energy, celebration, or excuse me, 3 of Pentacles. This is celebration, celebrating your tribe, teamwork, making that dream work. There's definitely some new roots being planted here, new foundations, and I think you're going to be happier than where you were. All right, Virgo, what do we have here for Virgo? What is being eclipsed for you? And what's the rainbow coming out of this for you, Virgo? Okay, I just heard Sarah Beth. Maybe that's a name, Sarah Beth. Okay, or maybe someone's name is Sarah, someone's name is Beth. Please take that as it resonates. And I also get, pay attention to the vacuum cleaner. Oh, wow, that is interesting. So maybe some of you actually hear a vacuum cleaner within the next 24, 48 hours, or maybe you need to vacuum out your home, your car, or maybe that's vacuuming up a situation that has become messy. Let's take a look. Or maybe if you're missing something like a piece of jewelry, look in your vacuum. What do we have here for Virgo? What's being eclipsed for Virgo at this time? Okay, thank you. We have the Empress. We have the 3 of Earth. So something abundant is being available to you here, or showing up as a part of a team, part of an organization, a class. Maybe you're learning something. You have to be strong in this situation. If you are able to maybe step out of your comfort zone, I feel like it's important not to go overboard. Okay, yeah, don't. And I gave this message also, I think, in Aries reading. I believe it was Aries or Taurus, when I seen that 9 of Cups show up here, or 9 of Earth. It's almost like you could be overcoming a sense of either codependency here, or feeling stuck or feeling trapped in a situation where there was lack of, like you weren't able to find your team, you weren't able to find that support that you needed. And I feel here, Virgo, that, yeah, here it is. You are coming into a position here of more support, because some of you didn't feel supported in your dreams, in your family, in your health even, and it's caused you a little bit of distress. It caused you to get up in your head a little bit and maybe carry some burdens that you didn't really want to carry. But let's see what the rainbow is. What's the rainbow here for Virgo? All right, we'll take that. What's the rainbow? You have the 6 of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Cups. So let's dive in here. You have the Empress. She came out a little bit sideways though with the Three of Pentacles. So I almost feel like some of you, this could be mothering. It says Mother Nature here as well. Cooperating. Maybe some of you, there was an energy here of not feeling that abundance, feeling like your garden wasn't quite growing what you wanted it to grow. It's like you thought you had planted some carrots, but you're getting potatoes instead, right? So you're wondering, maybe you had a team help you build this garden or grow this garden, right? And someone didn't plant the right vegetable where it was supposed to be, right? You didn't even want potatoes. You wanted carrots. So why is there something else? Or maybe you had someone, or maybe you didn't have someone pull the weeds and help you out maintain this garden, and it became overwhelming. For some of you, I feel like you could be the mother, you could be the breadwinner, or you could be the person who takes care of it all. And the reason why I say overwhelming is, let me look, because I thought I seen the Ten of Wands. Something became too much for you. Now, what this eclipse is bringing about for you is saying, hey, I don't want to do this myself. I can't do this myself. And that's okay. We should not feel like we have to do it all because that's overwhelming. And sometimes this can even be a fix it energy. Maybe you want to fix it and you say, yeah, it's okay that you planted the potatoes. You know, we didn't need any carrots in our stew. We can just do some potatoes here. And, you know, it's almost like I'm getting an enabling type of energy where you're taking on their punishments, or not that they should be punished for it, but it's like you are not helping them learn a lesson because you're taking that lesson on as yourself, and it's not yours to take on here, Virgo, is what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. So like a small child, well, maybe not small child, but maybe like a teenager who's starting to go down a path of destruction, and they say, Mom, can you give me some money, right? Can you give me some money? I need to fill my gas tank, or I need some food. But you know that they are buying, you know, unhealthy things with that money. Maybe it's to feed an addiction or to feed a problem. But in your heart, you really want to believe that you're helping them, you're cooperating and doing what's best for them. But in your deep heart of hearts, maybe you know where that money is going because they don't have a full gas tank and they're hungry and they look very skinny, right? So I just get that energy of you being on overload because you're taking on everybody else's stuff. Okay. And that's tiring you out here. And I see here that what's coming up at this time, what's your rainbow, is the support here, because this is your center energy of the Queen of Pentacles here. Now, the Empress is all queens wrapped up in one. The Empress is also Libran energy, Libra Taurus, and that's what this full moon eclipse is in the sign of Libra. So if you felt imbalance, if you didn't feel like there was enough help or enough cooperation, Three of Pentacles, if someone wasn't putting in the effort, or they weren't being a team player, maybe they were taking, or they weren't being helpful, maybe in a business setting here with the Three of Pentacles, not pulling their weight, and you were taking on the weight of the world, literally with the overload card, that's what's being eclipsed. Because you don't want to live in this Eight of Swords any longer, and the Strength card of fight or flight, blame, bitterness, resentment, maybe even feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling restricted. The Strength card is coming in to bring you compassion, to bring you love, to bring you understanding and healing, right? There's a situation that you've been kind of sabotaging your own happiness or your own abundance here, Virgo. And I feel like you may have needed to forgive yourself. Maybe you were blaming yourself or blaming even another, but you are now taking that blame. And I feel like what's being exposed is you learning self-love and compassion, right? And also boundaries. And I know that's a hard one when you are, you know, a lover and you're a giver and you want to help. But at the same time, sometimes it feels like your boundaries are being pushed and pushed and pushed, and you start to build up that sense of bitterness, right? When you want your spouse to help you around the house, but they're too busy working and the load's on you. You have to take care of the kids and do the dishes, and then you're exhausted and you don't have time for anything. And then they want you to do something and you say, I'm just exhausted, I just want to sleep. And then they build bitterness and you build bitterness, and it's a hot mess. Right? It's a hot mess. And if this doesn't involve, you know, a romantic partnership, this could certainly be at work. You're carrying the workload. but I feel abundance is available here to you, but it's become heavy trying to maintain it all is what I see. And there's a resistance here with the 9. And that's kind of where that 10 comes in. It's like resisting help. Resisting, and you may not even be aware, Virgo, that you are resisting help, because there's that bitterness, that blame. Like, I'm not even going to ask for help doing the dishes. You should just do them, right? So you may start to feel, I mean, this can even affect the liver. It can affect anxiety. It can be depression even, but there's something that you are resisting, but not for long, because the eclipse is illuminating this to you. Yeah. And because otherwise, if it keeps going on the way it is, you have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This could affect your finances. This could affect your family life. It could bring instability in, and you don't want that. I see you don't want that, because you have the 9 of Pentacles. You may feel codependent or feel like you're on your own with this 9 of Pentacles, a little bit empty, single, maybe not following through on a situation. Some of you are wanting to feel spontaneity again. You want to feel excitement. You want to feel love. You have the King of Cups and you have the Queen of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel when you flip into this energy here of feeling supported, releasing the baggage, releasing resentments and bitterness and, pain of whatever has gone on here in the past that maybe you had a little bit to do with because you were enabling, you were allowing it, right? And you didn't feel satisfied is what I get here, but I do see here that there's love available. There's love either available, it's coming in, it's about opening yourself up. It's about getting out of some sort of routine or comfort zone and then allowing yourself to build that stability, right? Be able to build a sense of legacy or long-term goals or success here. But I also feel like you don't want to do it alone. Some of you could be single parents and you're taking care of maybe 3 kids, right? And you feel trapped. You feel like you have to be the strong one, right? You have to carry all this weight on your shoulders and you feel like you'll never find this love and you're going to be single forever, right? If that is something that you're getting up in your head about, 8 of Swords, that could be what you need to leave behind, because what we think about, we bring about. The story that we tell ourselves can keep us stuck and stuck and stuck, and it can actually push away the very thing that we want. And it looks like the very thing that you want is this privilege, this 10 of Pentacles, right? Happy home, happy family, vacations, kids, life, grandkids, having nice things, being able to celebrate, have enough money in the bank, a loyal, trusting partner, someone who can help you with your dreams. You can help them with theirs, someone who's spontaneous, you can travel with, you can go to, fun places, that you can feel satisfied on all levels. And I just feel for some of you Virgos, you're not feeling that, but what's being eclipsed to you is that it is here, or you do have it, you're calling it in, but you got to get out of your own way. We got to not self-sabotage. We got to not replay that mental story that tells us support and help isn't here. Look at that koala bear. Some of you koala could be significant. Maybe koala's your animal totem, or you have a picture of you with a koala. Maybe you live in a land where there's koalas, but you have support here. Yeah, I love this. Now, what's coming in here? What's the rainbow? We're just going to cover her up here because she's a little nude. So we have the Queen of Cups. So we have a perfect divine partnership. King and Queen of Cups showing up here. She is the intuitive, loving, caring, nurturing, compassionate mother, and he is the dream weaver. And they weave this life together of love and happiness and abundance, and they're able to bring in generosity, reciprocity. It's not just your hand here. This is what you've been wanting, right? You wanted cooperation of some sort. You've wanted some sort of equal give and take. And here we see it being manifested. And as we say, what's your rainbow? This has been happening for every single sign. And I haven't even realized that, some of these cards, yes, they do have rainbows, but look at that. There is a rainbow showing up across the hands here. The hands are about receiving, right? It's receptive energy. And I feel like you both are open to receiving these blessings and this love. Oh, I love that. Virgo, let's get a final message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Virgo? Yeah, whatever's not for you, right? Whatever it is that you are resisting. Okay, resisting, it could be mental, it could be this blame, it could be shame. All of those things that you've had to kind of stand up to and be courageous about, they're not for you. They don't belong where you are going. And that's why this eclipse is showing up here for you to say, what's working, what's not, what new moves can I make? And if it's not helping you, if it's holding you back, nope, get rid of it. What's in your fortune over here? What do you want to see written on your fortune? Because it's up to you. That is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that was helpful. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising and stay tuned to the end, or just check the timestamps and go to the end. We'll do a couple of cards for the big picture, overall, collective. Libra, what do we have here for Libra? All right, Libra, what do we have? Some new roots being planted here for you. Okay, we start off with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a big eclipse because it is in your sign. So this is, I believe this is the third of a series of eclipses, if I remember correctly. And the last one we had was during your birth month or birth time, Libran season. So September, October, something could be coming to fruition, coming to a final closure here for you, Libra. This is a big time of a brand new beginning in the physical world because you're planting some new roots in your life. These roots are stable. These roots are something that you've been wanting your whole life or wanting for a long time, but you needed the confidence to kind of break out of something that was holding you back with the Eight of Wands. There was a delay I see here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. I almost said diverse or divorce. So maybe some of you, Eight of Wands, there was a delay in some sort of divorce. Wow, okay. Or some of you, maybe this does have to do with a separation here. It has to do with you gaining a sense of confidence after, yeah, look at that. You have union coming in here, Two of Cups. Okay. And the message for now, self-expression. And what's the rainbow, Spirit? What's the rainbow here? Oh, wow. All right. You have, oh, wow. You have two cards. I don't know if, I mean, that's happened a couple times, but Libra, I'm just going to have to, I'll pause the video and I'll grab those cards there. Wow. Okay. Whew. There's these two cards. There's a significance there. Actually, we're going to go with your reading and we're going to wait until the end because that could be like far off. That could be something you don't see coming and maybe we're not supposed to look at them yet here. So Libra, your reading might be a little bit extra long, but we'll take a look here. Ah, the Strength card for you as well. You are being guided to be in the now. And as your first card that came out, you have the Ace of Pentacles and then the Two of Pentacles is what I see right after here. It's the card that Spirit was pulling me towards, which makes sense. These come up kind of together. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. It's about laying a foundation that has to do with your stability because this Two of Pentacles is multitasking. It is about maybe even staying calm in crisis or staying calm as you navigate towards a fresh new beginning here. Spirit is asking you and advising you to be present because, yeah, there's the separation. For some of you, there was a separation involved and you have Two of Cups, Eight of Cups here. So perhaps you are coming into union with a new person for some of you, or you could have been separated from someone here with the union, completely up to you. But I'm kind of seeing it like this. After some sort of separation, this is the new foundation that you can build for yourself after, you know, feeling like you were isolated, lonely. Spirit is really guiding you, though, to not fall back into past patterns, not to fall back into maybe a lack of self-confidence, because this is self-confidence displayed here. This is about you building your future based on your own courage. Some of you, there's a move. There is a move. There could be travel around this time. You may be relocating. This is a speedy energy after a long delay. And I get long delay because this showed up here in the reverse, but this eclipse is what's bringing all of this truth up. And the reason I say truth is because what's over here, there's something that was very deceptive, very hidden, right? You see the wolf that is, you know, wrapped up in some sheep's clothes. So something was very deceptive to you. And that may have been the catalyst to launch you off in it. Literally, those two cards there launched out of the table, right? If you've been watching me, you know that doesn't happen often. It's maybe happened a handful of times in the last 2.5 years, 3 years. So I do feel here that, look at, it's almost like she's launching towards that key. So I'm really excited to see what those cards are, because there's something you may not see coming, or it comes in real quick for you, because that's part of the rainbow. But she's launching towards this key. So something that you didn't have quite, maybe you didn't have the confidence to go for that key, or you didn't have the inspiration. There's definitely something big shifting here for you. We have the Strength card. This is your major arcana on this side. The Strength card says there's nothing, Libra, that you cannot get through. This Strength, she's holding on to that alligator. And most people would say, why would she do that? That alligator could strike, right? That alligator is dangerous. Stay away. But it's almost as if, because I see the deception over here on this side, it's like you wanted to maybe love someone through their masks, or maybe you weren't able to see someone's masks, and it caused you to really take a good hard look at yourself. Some of you were tricked. You were tricked because of, you know, but I feel because the compassion is here. Yes, it was trickery, but it was part of your soul's growth for you to find self-love and compassion within yourself, but also forgiveness, because that's a big energy here of forgiveness. We look at the gator and we think immediately, stay away. So maybe there was a situation where you said that I need to stay away, or this person's a monster, or this energy is not good for me. But the reason why they are so close is because she had to get a taste here of a shadow, her own shadow. And when the Strength card shows up here for you, Libra, this is about no longer self-sabotaging. It's getting into the energy here of self-discipline. It is embracing your shadows. And even if that was through a very difficult situation that maybe was on delay for quite some time, you are being guided to a brand new beginning. Okay, the Strength card is gentle energy. It's you reaching in and having that endurance and that power. You are stronger than you think. Some of you Librans may even have some strong Leo placements in your chart. And I feel like through all of this, it is helping you regain a sense of self-confidence, because with this energy of the Seven of Swords, you were really tricked. And in this trickery energy or betrayal, you lost your confidence. You lost yourself along the way. You fell down the rabbit hole of maybe victim mentality, or just pain, hurt, loss. But I see you coming up out of it. Three of Wands energy showing up is refresh. It's noticeable growth. You've matured. You have aged possibly as well over time. You can see this beautiful little baby, little girl in the middle has aged into someone very mature out of a situation. And some of you've spent a long time on this energy here of maybe the past, because I don't even see the past showing up anymore for you, possibly with the separation, but you see the moon. So it's almost like there's a finalization around this eclipse, or you realize that you do have a new beginning here. It's right in front of you. And you can take a look at the Eight of Cups from two different viewpoints. And here's the viewpoints I give. You can look over your shoulder. You can constantly be looking over your shoulder and saying, well, am I sure I want to walk away, right? What if that situation could be different? But what if you decide not to look over your shoulder? And what if you decide to move forward, right? What if you focus on the growth that you've made, which I see you doing with the Three of Wands here, right? Looking at the growth that you've made, because what is ahead is your Nine of Cups. Right? Maybe that's the card that flew off, is the Nine of Cups, because this is about coming into union with possibly a twin flame, a soulmate, or just someone who is aligned, or an energy, an organization, a business, some sort of partnership. Because the Two of Cups here, it is a very important partnership that's part of your soul contract. And some of you weren't willing to let love in. You felt rejected. There was a separation here. You were closed off. And this full moon lunar eclipse in your sign is bringing balance to a very important relationship. And it doesn't mean you're going back to that person. I don't see that. I mean, some of you, maybe you want to do that and have a new beginning, but most of you, because I see this 3 of Wands, you want to move forward. You want there to be new growth. And in order for there to be new growth, you have to completely separate yourself from this situation so you can come into alignment with a soul contract that will be of a higher vibration than anything you left behind. All right, middle energy here. We have the Page of Wands, self-expression. Page of Wands, it could be messages coming out for you around this eclipse. This could be news, incoming news. It could be someone who is very excited to connect with you. Okay, I feel like this person's very curious about you. You could be curious about another person. For others of you, this is creativity and self-expression through dance, through art, through your passions and your desires. And I'm getting a major, they're giving me Kundalini awakening here for you. Kundalini awakening. So really an awakening of the soul. Basically, you're coming out of something that took a lot of strength, took a lot of your time, even in the physical realm. But this is self-expression and you being authentically and beautifully you, Libra. Male or female does not matter, but you're expressing yourself in ways that maybe you never have before because you didn't feel safe to do so. All right, what's going on here for Libra? I see a big old moon. Okay, 10 of Cups, beautiful. 10 of Cups energy, this is your rainbow. Now let's see how we get to the rainbow. Yeah, we forgive deception. We forgive deception, Libra. So that's the strength, forgiveness. The deception is showing up here for you. In order for you to get to this 10 of Cups, there needs to be either self-forgiveness or a release of some sort of betrayal in the past. That's that release, letting go energy. Some of you may have been, yeah, look at that. You were blaming someone or something or yourself. You got up in your head. 8 of Swords. This is getting up in your head, telling yourself a story. Maybe this happened 10 years ago. Maybe you were divorced 10 years ago. And because of a situation that was challenging and caused you to really go through a shadow period, you said, everybody's going to hurt me. Everybody's going to betray me. Everyone is going to do the same thing. Spirit's saying, no, that doesn't have to be your story, Libra. This is about spontaneity. Queen of Wands. So we see you moving from the Page of Wands to the Queen. There's a lot of spontaneity and excitement coming in. This is self-confidence. And remember, we saw that here with the 8 of Wands. So Spirit is guiding you, Libra, to be confident in your convictions, to be graceful as well. Don't let the insecurities, I'm going to repeat that, don't let the insecurities of something that caused you a lot of turmoil, a lot of betrayal, maybe even a lot of blame, don't let it hold you in that Queen of Wands in reverse. Jealous, catty, vengeful, or egoic. Okay? Release, because that release is what is bringing in great change, right? We have here the Wheel of Fortune. We have here the 5 of Swords, and we have the 5, double 5s. Yeah, look at that. 5 and 5 equals 10. That is the change. So when you overcome whatever this competition is or competitiveness, maybe from someone that was arrogant or someone who is constantly arguing, maybe that's that deception, that's that blame here. So your rainbow is going to be the 10 of Cups. That's that 2 of Cups showing up here. If you continue moving forward, not backwards, Libra, forwards. If you separate yourself from whatever this energy is, and even if this is something that hurt you 10 years ago, like I said, or 10 months ago, it could have been on that 10th month, Libra, October, right? This is about 2 hearts coming together to create something emotionally fulfilling. This is gratitude, being grateful for all that you have, being present in the moment, being right here, right now. All right, I'm going to grab those other cards that came flying. One moment here, Libra. All right. Wow, okay. You have the 4 of Pentacles, consuming, and you also have here, I'm going to cover her up because she's not, she's a little nude. You have the Queen of Cups. This is, the Queen of Cups is a nurturer. She's a healer. She is, you know, part of the 10 of Cups, right? Part of that partnership. So it's like, don't consume your time with wolves disguised in sheep's clothes, right? Don't consume your time with this betrayal or with mental thoughts or with blame or shame, because you have a beautiful future in front of you, right? So when we focus on some sort of deception, we miss out. And Spirit is saying, don't let your emotions consume you, because some of you, these emotions are blame, they're deception, they're jealousy, they are painful even, okay? But I feel like they're in your thoughts. They're in your thoughts here, Libra. So Spirit is saying what you focus on grows. Your mind is one of your most brilliant parts of your resources, your tools here on earth. So don't consume your mind in the pettiness of wolves, okay? Because this is an energy here of embracing new beginnings, I see. And let's take a look, because this is your rainbow, this Wheel of Fortune, something coming in here that's far better, leading you to your 10 of Cups. Let's just take a look here. We have 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Spirit, let's get some final advice here. Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Libra? Mending. There we go. Yeah, you're mending. You're healing from a major hurt, but because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the worst is behind you. Like, you're still feeling the ramifications of going through that strength energy. But Spirit is saying, be here now. Regain that self-confidence. You're a healer. You're here to heal. But first, you got to heal yourself. When you heal, the world heals, right? So you could be mending or repairing something within yourself, something within a union, okay? 2 of Cups here. And there's change in some sort of partnership. New partnership, it could be a pre-existing one, completely up to you, but don't consume your energy on some sort of hurt or pain, because that's going to block you from the 10 of Cups. But I see that Wheel of Fortune shifting. There's good karma here for you. There's a lot of really beautiful blessings, Libra. All right, let's take a look here at Scorpio. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? What is being eclipsed for you, Scorpio? What is being eclipsed for Scorpio? And what's the rainbow, right? Because we're going to have a rainbow. You know, where there is a storm, it's not going to storm forever. Or what's exposed, right? It's going to simmer down. And sometimes eclipses are great things, right? They can be great. It can bring about what's been hidden, what we really had a difficult time seeing. Okay, I'm noticing here with your shuffle, kind of like Gemini, there's a little bit of resistance. Okay, now there's the flow. So it's almost as if, Gemini, you may have been maybe resisting an ending, resisting a new beginning. But I see that within 2 to 4 weeks, that there's going to be some shifts really taking place here for you, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? What is being eclipsed for Scorpio at this time, please, Spirit? Okay, thank you. What is the rainbow? Okay, what's the rainbow? Yeah, major arcanas. Major arcanas have been coming up for a lot of people here. Okay, how would you like? All right, what do we have here for you? What is being eclipsed? You have, wow, look at that. 3 major arcanas, literally the Ace of Truth. So there's some sort of clarity coming in with the diamond here for you, Scorpio. Big moment of clarity, big moment of truth, a major aha happening around this eclipse. What's this all about? Possibly some sort of, you know, forward movement, some sort of healing. You have the Chariot, you have the Star, you have the Hierophant, the Wisdom Keeper. So it could even be a commitment, truth around a commitment, as the Libran eclipse can be around relationships. It can be a major turning point when it comes to some self-healing, even with the Star. Now, I don't see the Tower, but typically the Star comes after the Tower. And I do feel that you're going to move forward with some sort of healing. Some of you are going to even move towards a new commitment or understand a commitment better. And that's going to allow you to open your heart up fully to a situation here. Yeah, because what we also have is the 2 of Pentacles. It's going to help you be able to find more balance. And that's what Libran energy is as well, Scorpio. It's finding balance within the here and the now. and to be able to not feel so pulled to maybe the past or lack of commitments or what you're not committing yourself to. It's like you're reassessing things. You are taking a look at the wisdom that you've gained and then some newfound wisdom that's coming in here with this Ace of Truth. The Hierophant can be about beliefs. It can be about societal standards and norms, but I feel like you've gone through a lot, as we all have, and you see the moon upon him as well. So it's like you've learned things that have allowed you to continue to take turns in your life. So I'm getting that there is a big turning point here with this Chariot, but you may have felt like you were at a crossroads in your life for quite some time. There is forward movement, and there's dreams manifesting here for you. There's a deeper and greater understanding of who you are, what you are committed to, your commitments to self. And I feel like you are focusing on manifesting from the now. Okay, some of you could even be reading The Power of Now, or you are focused on staying more present, because I do get there was a spaciness. Some of you may have even had a little bit of vertigo, brain fog, you've lost your balance, or you felt like you were in the clouds, right? Too much daydreaming, maybe indecisive around some decisions that you had to make. This eclipse is going to illuminate your path forward and help you keep your heart open along the way to do so. You have the King of Cups here. This is the dream weaver. So I absolutely feel here, Scorpio, that King of Cups is about you, and this is your energy as well, water, about you being in the energy of love and support, whether this is you or someone around you. This is someone who is very intelligent, very patient, very passionate and compassionate, right? This is someone who is going through some changes here. You can see that he's staring at the frog. And what I'm getting here, Scorpio, is there could be a leap of faith required with this new beginning, or there could be a lot of compassion and patience required of this new beginning. And let's take a look at the rainbow. Wow, look at this. You've completed a cycle. Yeah, there's some sort of separating of energies here, something that maybe no longer serves you, something that was holding you to the past, because you have a newfound sense of wisdom now. So you have this energy of, I now know better, so I can do better. And the Eight of Cups is going and searching of their ninth cup, something that truly is a wish fulfillment. And we see that with the star. That's what you're doing. That's where she's going on this path. And look at that. That's her rainbow. She has a rainbow there on her back. So there's a turning point coming in here for you when it comes to some sort of commitment in your life. I'm also getting maybe 2 years. There's something with the 2 years, or 2 could be significant, 222. But this is about change. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is definitely an energy of a turning point in your life, which we're seeing with this world. So you're completing a cycle that may have been challenging. Some of you could be like graduating into a new position. You could be getting married for some of you. I do feel like this could also be, I mean, you have wisdom coming up twice. You have change coming up twice. You literally have wisdom and the wisdom keeper showing up in the past and, future. And then you have the star with the turning point with the change. So we're seeing a lot of the energies that you have acquired. Maybe currently you already know. Some of you are already going through these new beginnings, but there is a lot of maybe fortune. There's a lot of happiness here. I feel like this is good change because you're wrapping up a cycle, but it does require a separation happening here for you, Scorpio, in order for you to fully embrace this change. Because look at, you have the Six of Wands, departure. Could be travel. Some of you could be departing a relationship, departing a job, departing. It doesn't have to be a bad departure. While Six of Swords can be getting out of something that was difficult. Yeah, you had to be honest maybe with someone about something. And maybe it wasn't easy, right? But the truth can sometimes hurt, but the truth liberates us. You have the union, some sort of partnership, having a talk, coming together with someone and saying, I need this. This is what I need to feel liberated. How can we work together? How can we be honest with the Page of Pentacles, right? Slow and steady. Can we come together? Can we liberate ourselves from whatever stuck energy this is, whatever we need to kind of walk away from? You have the Six of Wands. It is in reverse though. So maybe this was a shameful experience that some of you had with someone, or you felt either criticized, maybe you felt humiliated, or you felt failed, like you failed. For some of you, you feel like you failed maybe a relationship or a partnership. But I feel like it's important to let go of some sort of regrets. Yeah, regrets, because there's your rainbow. Again, look at, you have the union, Two of Cups at the very top. There's a rainbow showing up there. Beautiful. So there is some sort of divine partnership coming in here, Scorpio, that may even help liberate you from, it's almost liberating you from some sort of stagnancy or stuck energy, that you will be triumphantly successful. You will be able to embrace that accomplishment, that fame, that victory. For some of you, there is fame on the way with the Star and the Six of Wands. If you are in, and this, yeah, the Star. So for some of you, you're going to be in the spotlight, I see. But for others of you, I feel like there could be an honest conversation happening that may be about regrets, or maybe about some dishonesty. Maybe it's about, you know, with someone that you've departed from, or it may be about what you want to do in the future. But you see that there's a little bluebird there, and it's holding a leaf, and the leaf represents growth, right? So I feel like there's growth in an area, but you must fly off this perch. You must be able to be open to freeing yourself from a situation that's held you back. Yeah. Let's take a look here and get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have here, please, for Scorpio? Yeah, the rainbow definitely is bringing a major turning point. All of these major arcanas, I mean, March into April is going to be a very significant time for everyone. Where is that leading you? Happy, happy. This is like the sun in tarot. Beautiful energy here. This is you having the key, right? Being able to have that key to unlock some new doors, some new paths, the key of truth here. And I see the truth coming in here. So some sort of truth is going to be revealed, but it's actually going to put you in a position of feeling liberated. Some of you, there's like a guilty conscience here, or it's needing to get something off your chest, needing to say something. There could be an apology coming in here, but I feel like it's going to lead you to happier, sunny days ahead. All right, powerful. Let's move on to Sagittarius. What do we have here for Sagittarius? This may be one of the longest readings I've ever done, but makes sense. Eclipse is going to be a big time for everyone. All right, Sagittarius, what do we have here? Ooh, Sag, it feels like there's flow here for you, which is good. I do see mending. I see healing. Okay, twice now. I think I've seen that Three of Swords as we shuffle. As actually, okay, no, that's imagination. But you are coming to a better spot in your life. You're coming to a better spot financially is what I'm hearing as well. I feel like there could be some new cooperations coming in. Let's look at Sagittarius, please. What do we have for Sagittarius? What's this eclipse bringing about for Sag? Waking up. You have the Hanged Man right away. There's a major awakening happening, and look at that. What's your rainbow? There's the rainbow, and a couple of other signs have received the wake-up call. So Sag, there's definitely something happening here that's going to put you in a new perspective. Look at that liberation, judgment call, Hanged Man. You're waking up to the truth. You're waking up to a brand new way of thinking, a brand new way of being. There's another rainbow, Six of Pentacles, generosity. Someone is being generous with their time, or you are being generous with your time. The High Priestess, the Unknowable. You're very intuitive. The Lovers, 4 major arcanas right off the bat. Okay, what's the incoming energy? And then rainbow. What's the rainbow here? Oh, wow. Oh, there's another major. Karma, which I actually love this one. This is the Temperance card, believe it or not. You would think that karma would be on maybe justice or so, or even judgment, but it's on the Temperance. So there's patience coming in here. You have a lot of cards with angels on them. So this is divinely guided. Whatever is going on here in your life, Sagittarius, this is bringing a lot of fate, destiny, and look at, you have another major arcana, the Chariot and the Two of Cups. Some sort of union coming together here. All right. 4, 5, yeah, 5 major arcanas. This is a big time for you. Wake up call. The Hanged Man is feeling like you're stuck at times. Like, I have nowhere to go. I don't have any other option. I don't know what to do. It's like you're in a straight jacket and you're wriggling to try to get out, but no matter what, you can't move. You feel like you don't have any tools to work with here. The Hanged Man shows up to remind you that you have everything you need, Sagittarius, that you have the key, you hold the key to be able to release yourself from something that you feel stuck in. And that's why you have a wake-up call, because you're being pushed to see things from a new perspective. Because if you're fighting, if you're struggling, trying to get that straitjacket off, you're only focusing on the struggle. You're not focusing on, maybe the key is over here and all I needed to do was look in a new direction. And yes, it seems, the way that sounds, it sounds easy, but it's way more complicated when you're going through it, right? So when this Hanged Man shows up here, this is about surrender. It's about releasing the struggle, releasing control. It's about gaining a new perspective. And some of you, you felt stuck, or you felt like you were in the sacrificial energy, like the sacrificial lamb, right? So I am getting that you're freeing yourself from that straitjacket. Okay, and you see there the bat. It's almost like the bat has the one wing in there. And I feel that you, with this liberation through divine guidance, through a lot of spiritual work, through the judgment energy, there is a letting go of karma, letting go of regrets. And we have the karma card showing up, or the temperance. So I feel like you've gone through a situation that may have been difficult, but maybe it was part of your karmic soul contract, or an experience for you to grow and evolve. Now, as I always say, karma gets such a bad rap, but it's not necessarily bad nor good. It can be both, right? It can be negative and positive depending on the choices that we make. And that's what we forget. It's karma is based on us, not somebody else, you know, throwing that magic wand and saying, here's your karma, you're going to get it for no reason. It's based on something that we have done, a free will choice that we had here on earth, whether in this lifetime or the past lifetime. And you're being liberated from some sort of karma that may have been a little bit challenging. That's what I feel here for you, Sag. Now, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is the rainbow. This is coming together. This is generosity. Six of Pentacles here is also about unexpected gifts or resources. It can be that energy of, you know, receptivity as well. So reciprocating the energies, being able to open yourself up. And when you find that there's a solution, you're going to see that the solution comes to you. So again, what you put out there is going to come back. And when you liberate yourself, you're going to see that there's more opportunities here for you than maybe you thought. And this could be opportunity in career. This could be in a move, in love, in health, okay? Any area of your life. But Spirit is saying trust in your intuition. Now you have the Lovers with the High Priestess. There's still a little bit of unknown here, but I feel it's important for you to see with the eyes of the heart. Okay, that's what Spirit wants you to focus on, Sag, is asking, what would love do, right? Instead of maybe having to have all those pieces together in the physical and the tangible, right? What does this look like if you're able to manifest from a place of love? Even if you don't know what that may look like, what does that feel like? This is love, it's intuition, it's partnerships, it's making choices, right? It's contracts, it is harmony, it's trust, it's destiny. And because we have that wheel here, I thought we had the wheel, no, we have the Chariot, but I feel like this is a destined energy with so many major arcanas. This is part of your destiny. Some of you are trusting that love is coming in, or a love for what you do, or a partnership based on love. And maybe you felt stuck because you were single for quite some time. But here is the King of Wands showing up here. King of Wands is integrity. The King of Wands is someone who chases after their destiny. They know that they are the keeper of karma, that what they put out there is what they're going to get back in return. They understand the active, passionate goals that they have are part of what they're willing to do to work for them. But staying in their own integrity, staying humble, staying brave, staying courageous. This is possibly an entrepreneur. It could be a business owner. It could be a leader, someone who takes charge, right? Out of all the kings, he's the one king. I mean, they all want to be emperor. It's all 4 kings are the emperor, but this is the king that wants to do what he can to build his empire. He really wants to be that emperor. And with this King of Wands, you know, he's adventurous as well. He's warm, he's respected, but he is going to say what he means and mean what he says, right? He's going to make sure that his actions match, you know, his words. His words match his actions. And I feel like that's what you're either calling in or that's what you're starting to do yourself, Sagittarius, where your rainbow is showing up here literally at the top of the 2 of Cups as well. You can see that rainbow up there. There is some sort of union or partnership coming in here that's going to be very supportive with the Queen of Pentacles. She is all about support. She's all about that compassion and nurturing and love and empathy. She's holding that koala bear there, and it feels like, you know, an energy here of just unconditional love and support, and like nothing else matters. Something could definitely be happening. I mean, this is spring equinox time here as well. Spring and summer vibes I'm getting. A lot of, yeah, and even in this turning point card, the Chariot, it's like spring and summer. So there's another rainbow on her jacket. So some of you, if you're wanting to attract love, or if you're wanting to come together in union with a business, with a family member, even with your own higher self, I get that magic is in the works here. There's angelic presence with the Temperance and with the Judgment. And I absolutely feel like the wheel is turning here in your favor. If you've been wanting something and it's just been a challenge or difficult, the wheel is turning, because I feel you've been stuck for a lot of you. You have the bat. So there's a rebirth taking place here for you, Sagittarius. And I feel like it's leading you directly to this major turning point where some of you were lost in the woods there. You can see her coming out of the woods, and there's a new day on the horizon. All right, let's get a final message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please? Wisdom of the Oracle. Observer. Yeah, look at that. He's observing the moon. So definitely full moon eclipse. This is a time to really take a look at what solutions, what can I do here to liberate myself? How can I work with the energies of what's going on collectively, what's going on in the planets, the astrological new year. So there's definitely some shifts coming in, and you're seeing them. You're observing them, you're taking notice, but you're seeing the changes that are happening right before your eyes. All right, Sagittarius. Let's look at Capricorn. I hope I didn't miss any. Whew. Did we miss any? No, we haven't missed any. Let's look at Capricorn here, please. Capricorn, what is being eclipsed for Capricorn? Capricorn, you've been going through it. In a lot of the readings here in the last few months, even in the last couple of years, some of you have really gone through some hardships. But I see here that 2024, not that it's not without hardships, but it's almost as if I feel more ease because you are tuning into your intuition, maybe more now than you have in the past. I feel collaborations has been a little bit challenging, a little bit difficult for you. All right, Capricorn, what is being eclipsed for Capricorn? There is the Ace of Truth. What are you consuming your time and energy on? Okay, there's a breakthrough here on something you've been focusing a lot of your energy on, is what I see here. A lot of your time, should I stay? Should I leave? Should I hang on? Should I let go? If this is healthy or unhealthy. Yeah, the moon. There's uncertainties here. There was delays. Okay, thank you. Timing was in full effect or is in full effect. Yeah, you felt like you were being scrutinized under a situation, like under the microscope. And the rainbow. What's the rainbow here coming in? Okay, 2 of Wands, King of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. And one more, please, for Capricorn. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. All right. And the rainbow. Look at that. We're asking what the rainbow is, and you got the rainbow there on the Justice. So definitely some sort of karma justice, settlement, legality, or justice is Libra. And that's what this full moon eclipse is in the sign of Libra, which is about bringing balance, right? There's the moon, there is the sun, bringing in that rainbow. So let's dive in, Capricorn. You have the Ace of Truth, Ace of Clarity, Ace of Breakthrough coming in around this eclipse. So there's definitely going to be truths coming up for you. This is about getting honest with yourself about where you are spending your money, where you are spending your time, your energy, your efforts, because you have the Four of Pentacles, which can be consuming, right? What are you consuming your heart and soul into here? And I do feel for some of you, you were uncertain if you should put your energy in a specific direction here with this anxiety. There is a lot of anxiety with this moon, right? And there could even be some anxiety coming up around this eclipse, but there's truth here. So you're going to see something that maybe was hidden from you. That's what eclipses are all about. So when the moon shows up to kind of clarify, this is truths getting exposed. And so we see that if you were unclear about something you were spending a lot of your time on, that's showing up. There's a refresh button, and the refresh button, it's like clicking your browser when something is kind of spinning and spinning and spinning. The Three of Wands is showing up here as noticeable growth. This is wisdom as well. You can see that she's a small child that is gaining maturity and wisdom as she progresses through the situation here. And you are also being put in an opportunity here where you felt like you've missed out, or maybe it was an opportunity that you finally see the truth about, and it's allowing you to explore some new options here with this Knight of Pentacles, because something may have been really slow for you. You see that she's wearing like winter gear. You can see the mountains here in her eyes. So it's like you've had to climb some mountains, it felt like, or it's taken a long time, a lot of your energy, and it feels like you're growing old in the meantime, right? But I see that there is going to be growth coming in here because your main energy is the timing. Seven of Pentacles. You're either realizing at this time that something isn't worth the effort, and you're getting clear and you're saying that's an opportunity I'm not going to invest in any longer because it's just not panning out. It's not what I want. I'm not going to push this any longer. I'm not going to feel like I'm constantly, stuck in this cycle or in this energy, because I'm getting a little bit of resistance here for you. Yeah. And you were with this Page of Swords, like under some sort of scrutiny, maybe even under investigation. For some of you, yeah, some of you were under investigation for something. Okay, maybe that had to do with work, or maybe private investigator, or maybe you were the one that was investigating this situation. And it's like, okay, I found out what I expected, right? I found out something that I wasn't quite sure, but I don't feel like it's necessarily what you expect with the Moon card, but you kind of had an idea. And with the Nine of Cups showing up here, this can be about indulgences. This can be, typically it can be the wish fulfillment card. So I feel like you want a little taste of that cake, right? You want a little bit of that, but it's almost like you're telling yourself that if you even take a bite of that cake, right, I'm going to get fat. Or if I take a bite of that cake, it's going to throw me into a spiral and I'm not going to be able to stop. So I feel for some of you, this is something you really, really, really want, but it's like you or someone around you is picking it apart, and it's like you don't even get a taste of the sweet success, or it's felt like that in the past. But now the timing has come where in this Page of Swords, because some sort of truth and clarity is coming out here, the timing has come to head towards maybe a wish fulfillment that is your wish and yours alone. Let's see what the rainbow is here for you, Capricorn. All right. Okay. Well, there's the Five of Swords. So I do see here that there's been a lot of conflict, a lot of back and forth, maybe a lot of drama. Maybe someone was highly arrogant here with this Five of Swords. This can be a win at all cost. And maybe it was you, right? Maybe you said, I want what I want and I'm going to do what I have to do to get this. But then you realize, like, maybe that's not what's in my highest good. Maybe the universe has been rejecting this or pushing it away because it's not going to be my wish fulfillment. Maybe the universe knows that I love chocolate cake, but all I can see is the frosting and I don't really know what kind of cake it is. Maybe it's a red velvet cake and I don't like that, right? But the universe knows. And maybe you think you know that that's what this is, but you don't, because something's hidden from you. And that's what this eclipse is bringing up, Capricorn. And I feel like you're dropping the arguing, or you're dropping the mental back and forth energy. That's that Four of Pentacles as well. Holding on to something so tightly, because who would you be if you didn't have it? And I feel here that you're not letting someone get in your way, or something get in your way of opening yourself up to newness, right? Discovery, exploration. And even if it's taken a little bit of time, I feel like you want your dream, but now instead of saying this is the exact shape or what it has to look like, it's like you're opening up the doors, and you're going to see that there's new ways to manifest this dream of yours. It may look a little bit different than what you had originally thought, but I feel like you are trusting in your higher self. Like I said, you're trusting in your intuition more this year. And that's actually bringing in a level of self-confidence that maybe you didn't have in the past. Or maybe this could be a relocation, a travel arrangement, a move. For some of you, this is speed, something happening quick after a delay, right? So you're going to make some moves here, and you're getting focused. Two of Wands. There is that focus. Right? Maybe even making a choice about your future. And you are putting in the energy. This is a labor of love. Yeah, there's something you want really bad here because you love it. You want it to come together. You want to work on this. You want to build a family, build a business. You want to put in the energy towards your self-development. You want things to be fair and equal, and, you know, have harmony and balance and justice in your life. Some of you, this does have to do around maybe a King of Cups, okay, a dream weaver. It could be around, you could be the King of Cups here, Capricorn, where you want love and compassion, and you want to feel inspired and feel like you are that healer that you are. But I see that there's help available around you as well. But it's like you don't feel necessarily like there is, because I see a lot of solitude numbers. And I feel like it is important to stay focused on whatever this labor of love is. Try not to get caught up in the scrutiny or the arrogance or even the moon energy, because there's truth coming in. There could be a major truth bomb that kind of puts you into balance. That's what the rainbow is all about. This is going to put you into balance to focus on your labor of love, but there could be some new opportunities that get you to this point. It's like if you've been hitting a brick wall and you've been coming up against a brick wall and a brick wall and a brick wall, and Spirit's like, what are you doing, Capricorn? You're banging your head against this wall. It's not going to budge, right? You're just hurting yourself. It's not hurting the wall, right? It's like you are seeing that over here, there's a door to get in, or, you know, going this way is actually going to lead you to your goal or your destination, but you may have been looking at it all wrong. Or maybe there was something that you thought you knew, you didn't, right? But the Ace of Truth is coming in here to say, you're going to weave your dreams together quite beautifully, but we need to bring this back into balance first. There needs to be that yin-yang energy here for you. And that's what I see coming together. That's the rainbow. All right, Capricorn, what's the final message here for you? Peace. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Yeah, because things have been stressful. Things have been challenging and difficult with that moon. A lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty here. But the lights coming on in the background, and there's the moon being illuminated. And a lot of you, this is going to be a fresh beginning, or something that actually goes a lot more smooth with that King of Cups than you think, as long as you remain open with your heart center. Okay, don't shut down. Don't succumb to the energy here of scrutiny or of arrogance, or, you know, people who aren't in your highest good, negative energy, negative self-talk. Be in that energy of love, and peace will come. All right, what do we have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, what is being illuminated for you? Aquarius, what is this eclipse bring it into your life, and what's the rainbow? Okay, is someone sailing, going on a boat, going on the water, maybe buying a boat, going on a cruise? They're showing me the energy of water with like traveling on water. I mean, this could be representing emotion. Okay, emotion. Maybe someone's moving forward in their emotions or riding the wave of emotion here as well. Okay, what do we have here? For Aquarius, one more, please. All right, Aquarius, what is being eclipsed? New beginnings. Yep, new beginnings that feel a lot more satisfying. Ooh, there's something to celebrate here for you. There's change. Okay, we have the change. And did you just see how that came out? It went like that here for you, Aquarius. So it's almost like spinning the wheel of change. And how is it going to end up for you? How is that going to land? So I do see here that fate is intervening here. There's destiny, there's karma. There is a brand new shift in things. You have the high priestess really trusting your intuition at this time, because new beginnings are definitely coming in here for you. We have the start of the equinox here. We have the emperor. A lot of signs have been getting the emperor. Look at all these major arcanas for you. Aquarius, what's the rainbow? What's the rainbow, please, for Aquarius? Could be a new home, a new job, a new relationship. You've planted seeds, the seeds of change. Wow, look at that. You're going to start consuming your time and energy towards the things that really matter, the things that focus on growth, the things that focus on success. You've had to persevere. You've had to get through a lot here, Aquarius. Definitely a new beginning. And Libra, they had this card showing up as well. So a lot of you air signs, especially with this full moon and eclipse in Libra, there's going to be a lot of change on the horizon. And you're going to be celebrating a new success, a new win, a new beginning. You may even be dancing, getting into your body more. For some of you, I am picking up on health, Aquarius. So health could be something you're focusing more on at this time. Some of you could even find an answer or a solution to a health ailment or a health issue that you have gone through in the past. Okay, some of you could even be taking a class maybe on dance, on yoga. This could be celebrating an energy here with the Four of Wands. This is the card of 1111. It is the card of a milestone, vacationing. It is ceremonial. I am getting new home for some of you, or being able to celebrate a win that has to do with your stability, because you do have the Nine of Pentacles here as well. So some of you, there's an independence versus codependence. It's like, yes, I'm able to do this on my own. I'm able to maybe buy my own home here or lay some roots. Some of you, maybe it's going off and building a business. I love the Nine of Pentacles. She creates a life that she loves, a life that she knows that she deserves, and she perseveres to make it happen. And that's what I see you doing here in the future, is persevering, because you've been given this opportunity here and you're not going to waste it. So when this Roots card shows up, right, you see that she's looking out into the abyss in a way. Excuse me. And I feel like you've already planted the seeds on something and you're very satisfied with your progress. And so what is being illuminated? What's this eclipse bringing in? Change, right? And maybe you haven't quite had this offer come in yet. Okay, offer that's going to make you very happy. The winds of change. It's almost as if you kind of went through an up and then a down and then an up again. Because I see with that wheel how it came out, it was like in reverse. Like I'm upset that I didn't get that home. That was my dream home. We didn't sell it, or I wasn't able to buy it. And then you sit in that energy of upset for a while, but then you manifest a new opportunity, and this is even better than that one you were upset about. Maybe that's a relationship. Maybe that's a job. Maybe it's, health, whatever it may be for you. But trust in your intuition. Trust that protection is, rejection is protection or redirection, right? If something doesn't show up for you, it wasn't necessarily meant for you at that time. And instead of succumbing to, bitterness or succumbing to the negative energy of, maybe the Wheel of Fortune, repetitiveness, repeating a cycle, or just feeling like we're in that victim mentality of bad luck. Why is this happening to me? Why am I having all this karma dished on me when I've only been being good, right? So I feel like this is change that is requiring you to go within. So this is internal. This is trusting in yourself. Some of you, there could have been some blockages around maybe the crown chakra, the third eye, maybe even in the head, something with eyes as well, vision. Some of you are opening up to your spiritual gifts. Yeah, spiritual gifts in the physical realm. Some of you are very, very, very spiritually inclined here. You have a lot of gifts, but maybe you didn't trust them. There's new ones opening up here though. So we have a lot more stability coming in here. We have the Order card, which is the Emperor, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Be here now. Yeah, Spirit doesn't want you to focus on the past. That may be part of the turning point for you. Letting go of maybe regrets, letting go of karmic situations, letting go here, Aquarius, of situations that brought you instability. And even though I don't have any negative cards at this point, or I don't feel like there's anything huge, well, let's look at I feel like you've gone through some things, of course, in the past, and maybe you still feel like you're a little bit in that energy here, but I am getting, it's important to trust in the unknown and know that you are creating a life of stability, but you have to be here now. So I would say the biggest challenge at this time is focusing too far into the future or too far into the past, and then you get lost in one or the other. And that's why it's important to build stability and build order now. Some of you may even be building a home, or you're building a business. There's something here with building something, building a reputation, building a health plan or a health regime. This is building from maybe scratch, building a family. Now, we have the Ten of Cups. It certainly could be family. Gratitude, right? This is emotional fulfillment. She has her arms open to the moon. So some of you may even be doing some spiritual rituals around the full moon, because that is a full moon there. It's almost like you're grateful for all of these blessings coming in here. I would say out of all the signs so far, I think that you're the one that feels almost like the lightest. Okay, I do got to say that, Aquarius. We have Pisces after you, but I feel, yes, the Libran energy is an air element, but it's like you may have already gone through a lot of the worst, where now you're in the throes of that springtime energy of new beginnings. Like you've been ready to let go of the old for quite some time, but I do see change coming in here for you. So it could be something else that you feel quite satisfied about. So maybe you got the job 2 months ago and now you get the man or the woman, right? Or maybe you got married a year ago and now you get to start the family. It's almost like I feel an add-on to something that may have been already good, but now it's like good turns into better. So a lot of gratitude for the blessings coming in here. Now, one thing I want you to be mindful of is what you're consuming into, what you're spending your time and energy on, because what you think about, you bring about. So Aquarius, when we have this consuming energy show up for you, I feel like this is being mindful of what you put into your body, right? Being mindful of the people that you interact with, the energy exchange that you have between others, because it's important for you to not withhold parts of yourself that are really wanting to be over here. Like this feels healthy. I want to go towards this, but I don't want to go towards that because of A, B, or C. Insecurities, fears, worries, right? That's our biggest challenge. Now, I don't see one sword card here for you. I want to ask why. Spirit, tell me, why isn't there any swords here? I only see wands, major arcana, pentacles, and a cup. Why aren't there any swords? What's going on with the mind? Oh, okay. You may be in competition with your mind at this time. Your mind at times may play tricks on you, Aquarius. With the Five of Wands, it's like the mind here is all consuming. Okay, that's why I wanted to clarify the mind and with this consuming card, because you could be consumed in some sort of energy that could be feeling a little bit competitive. Spirit, what else do we have here? They're saying flip until we get the first sword. Flip, and okay, there it is. Departure. Six of Swords. There's something here about you departing, and again, this could be a move, this could be a goodbye, this could be so long, farewell, but it's almost like you You're questioning it. It's like, should I really leave this? Or is it really better over here? Or things are already going good. Can I actually have even more? And maybe that is an energy of a block, because it's not of greed is what I feel. I don't feel like it's greed. Like I want more, I want more. It's a fear of, can I have two things that are good in my life? Well, why can't you, Aquarius? If you have a belief that you only deserve one good thing, that's a limiting belief that is keeping you in that lack mentality, right? Depart yourself from that. Yeah. Let me just see what other rest, R&R. You want to give your mind a rest, and that's probably why I don't see it here. But you are departing here from a situation that may have been just holding you back a little bit, and maybe it was a secret. Maybe you were keeping, perhaps you were keeping something to yourself, or you were, yeah, because this eclipse is going to bring this unknowable out. Yeah, this is going to bring a new change out for you here. And I feel like this change is going to put you into, you know, preserving yourself in some way, shape, or form, maybe even persevering through some of the struggles that we've been going through globally and collectively, right? But this is about willpower. 5 of Cups, being able to focus on the future, not the past. And you have the 6 of Wands, triumph. This is about you moving past that 5 of Wands, right? And we see the 5 of Wands. That was the clarifier of the mind. So something here that's felt competition, you're actually going to move forward on and be able to celebrate. And that's what I was picking up on in your energy. So let's get a final card here for Aquarius. So the rainbow is gratitude. The rainbow is another blessing. Don't shut yourself down to it because you feel like you either don't deserve it, or it's too good to be true, or, you know, you've already got one blessing. We got to let that one go to another. That's scarcity, right? That's scarcity. You have support here. You have help. You have resources that want to be a part of your energy here. So let them. So I'm getting this strong energy here about receiving. And sometimes we're not even aware, Aquarius, that we push away love, or we push away, you know, abundance or receptivity. And that it can be sometimes because we want to be in control, with the Emperor showing up. Like, we got to control everything. We got to be able to have it in our spot, right? And then when someone comes in and wants to offer a hand, it's like having a spice rack. And maybe you're kind of a little OCD like I am, where I like things to be very neat and organized, maybe not alphabetically within spices, but maybe you're someone who likes to have them alphabetically, and maybe someone comes in and they didn't know that, so they grab a spice and they put it back, and then you feel you go in your spice cabinet and you start to freak out, right? Where's the spice? I had it over here. But it's like, allow people to help you, even if they're not quite sure your routine. They can learn, right? They can learn. So some of you, I feel like there could be some beliefs around independence, or doing things yourself, or being in control here in some way, shape, or form, but allow others to help you. That's the message I'm getting, Aquarius. Definitely some gratitude, blessings, and 10 of Cups coming in. Possibly marriage, maybe even children if you're looking for that. Or at least a family dynamic of some sort. All right, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? What is this full moon lunar eclipse bringing in for the sign of Pisces? What is the rainbow? Because eclipse season can be full of shakeups, full of ups and downs, full of breakthroughs, full of truths, right? So what is this eclipse bringing in here for Pisces? I'm getting the name Sarah or Seraphina. And I'm also getting someone maybe shopping in a different area. Maybe you're going to a bigger city to go shopping, or you could be traveling and you may be doing a little shopping. I feel like it's outside of the norm. All right, Pisces. What is being eclipsed for Pisces, please? March 25th, full moon lunar eclipse. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, we have 6 of Swords, departure. 7 of Cups, choices. 2 of Pentacles, be here now. We have the Hierophant and we have the Fool. New beginning here. New beginning that is based on some sort of a commitment that you want to commit yourself to fully. You want to take a leap of faith here towards commitment, but first it requires you to leave something behind. Show me the main energy here. What's the main energy? What is this eclipse illuminating, please? Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have Ace of Inspiration, Ace of Wands. Okay, and what is the rainbow? The star. Someone's wishes are manifesting here. I feel like there was a sense of not quite sure. You didn't think something was going to manifest. You weren't quite sure, but it is. But you have to leave something behind first. You have to be willing, Pisces, to take a leap of faith. And that's been difficult. That's been scary because you've taken a leap before in the past and you got burnt. What's the rainbow, please? Power, scrutiny. That's why, because you were under some sort of scrutiny here, maybe even with the King of Swords. But because the star is showing up with the Fool, with the Hierophant, with the Seven of Cups, you're definitely moving forward. Some of you may have to get your eyes checked, okay? Maybe some sort of CAT scan, yeah, CT scan or some sort of body scan, okay? That's coming up. Please take that as it resonates. Yeah, you're saying bye-bye, right? Bye-bye, Felicia. You're shutting the door on something of the past, departure, Six of Swords. What are you saying goodbye to? Scrutiny, arrogance, perfectionism, power. You have the King and the Queen of Swords showing up here, which literally Libran energy is the Queen of Swords. This is a Libran eclipse. So I feel like for some of you, you're making a choice, a very important choice here of the path moving forward. And I feel like you are departing from, again, something that was something you found out during this eclipse, something that brought you maybe some truth or brought you a deeper sense of understanding, a deeper sense of what you wanted to commit yourself to for the long haul. Okay, a new belief, a new relationship, a new job, a new partnership. So when this Five of Swords shows up here, you're getting rid of the conflict, right? You're getting rid of some sort of drama that may have caused that branch there to break. But I feel like there's growth in a new area. And now with this Page of Swords, it's like you are opening up, you're researching what else is out there, or getting back on the dating train, or maybe looking for a new home or a new job. I feel like you are ready to leave behind this drama. And now you're in this energy here of making a new choice, because the Seven of Cups says maybe you've been in la la land for a bit, or maybe you've been in this energy of feeling indecisive, right? Do I go to Disneyland here? Do I go to the land of the Vikings? Do I go to Texas where this cowboy hat's at, right? Or maybe I go to this clown. You're choosing this clown in a way. And that sounds funny. Some of you are choosing a clown. No, some of you are choosing like joy and happiness and fun. Maybe some of you hate clowns. There's something funny about a clown here. And the only reason I say the clown is because sometimes the fool can be like foolish energy like the clown. But I don't get that you're being fooled. That's not what I'm picking up on. I'm getting like a fun, playful, clowning around type of energy. You want a new beginning that may not be so serious, because sometimes that King of Swords that I see here is very serious. And there can be a lot of mental energy, a lot of conflict, and you just want a little more fun. And you can actually see that one of the hands that he's holding up there, it's almost like he's pointing at that, at that hat. Maybe some of you wear funny hats. Okay, or maybe you collect hats, crowns. Maybe some of you are bakers or cowboys or clowns or, angels even, right? Whatever it may be here, but you want to choose the right one. And that may be why you've been in this limbo energy for a little bit of indecisiveness. What new path do I choose? Spirit is saying you're overthinking or over emotionaling a situation, not a word, but over feeling, right? The feelings could be really coming into play here with the cups. But Spirit is saying it's important for you, Pisces, to be in the now, because being in the now is essential to making some choices that have to do with this new beginning. And so what's being eclipsed for you at this time is what that choice is for you. And the only way you're going to be able to feel, I say, emotion, excuse me, feel like you are moving forward and making the best decision for you is if you stay present while you make it. There's a new beginning on the horizon, and that's your rainbow, right? You have the phoenix rising, and she is in the shape, in a way, of a rainbow, or in the colors of a rainbow. This is a new beginning that really is focused around commitment or some sort of wisdom that you've gained from past experiences, right? We don't get to, all the way to the world energy without going through a lot to gain that wisdom. And the Fool showing up doesn't mean that you're starting from scratch. Oh no, you're starting from wisdom, from experience. So this is a new beginning that could potentially be quite quick, right? You don't have to go through all the steps and the stages and the long times that you've had to go through learning it the first time, right? It's almost like going through a schooling or some sort of education, right? You take algebra and then you move on to algebra 2, but because you have algebra 1 already under your belt, yes, you're learning new things, but it makes algebra 2 a lot easier. I kind of get the energy here of you've already done this, but you're just graduating to another level or a new level, and you know more this time around. Maybe it's your second child or your second marriage even. Again, I feel like you've already done this. But what's coming in here is really some beautiful inspiration. Maybe it's your second book. I keep getting this energy of you've already did this, and now this time around, there's going to be quicker success, or it's like things come to you more easily this time around. But the Ace of Wands is beautiful. This is one of the best aces because it inspires you. It's the ace of inspiration. It's something that you want to chase. You want your dreams. You want to set goals, and you want to have and feel that new sense of purpose and invention. And I absolutely feel here, Pisces, that you are going to feel hot, right? You're going to feel good. You're going to feel vibrant. You're going to feel, I'm getting the word juicy. Okay. And some of you, maybe somebody says that to you, or maybe a nickname is juicy. But I feel like you are, maybe some of you are chefs, right? You're getting hot because you're in a hot kitchen, but I feel like this is about things heating up here for you in a really beautiful way after a time of maybe feeling under the spotlight here, or feeling like you had to know every single detail of how something was going to turn out. I also see that this could be an exam, or you may be deciding to go back to school. There's just a moment of truth that comes up around this eclipse that says, I want to go for that. This inspires me. Instead of sitting on the fence, I'm going for it. I'm signing up. I'm taking that class. I'm going to ask that person out. I'm going to not let my pride get in the way. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to depart. I'm going to move on from something that was difficult, because you've done it before. You can do it again is what I hear. What's the rainbow? Some sort of partnership. King and Queen of Swords. This is perfectionism and power. I mean, that's pretty big energy. The King and Queen of Swords, they can be a power couple, but they can only be a power couple if they're able to communicate effectively with each other. So this could be a business collaboration for some of you, where you are partnering up with someone who has some sort of power, or I'm getting not intelligence, but they have some sort of knowledge that you're privy to, or that you will be privy to, that helps you move forward, helps you manifest a dream. I actually don't feel too bad about these two here. Now, of course, if you're dealing with a situation and maybe this is who you want to depart from, then there could be mending or healing going on. But because this is your rainbow, I feel like this is a good power couple that comes into union here for business or for love to really master something quite beautiful. It could be a student, well, I wouldn't say a student and teacher, but it's almost like this person teaches them, they teach them. Even though the King and the Queen, they already know a lot, and these two are very, very educated. They are, trust their intuition. They're straight to the point. They're not interested in games. They're not even interested in fantasy. So these two would definitely not choose the clown. But I get this energy of taking out the seriousness of it, or it being, if it's too restricted, because it's almost like I feel that this King of Swords, it's like wearing a turtleneck that's too tight, right? It's like, get it off, and you're tugging and you're pulling. So there could be maybe some sort of power play or perfectionist tendencies. I mean, this can be a masculine yin-yang energy, but the rainbow here is to understand with the star what this dynamic is showing you, how to embrace it, how to depart it, how to learn from it, how to communicate more effectively, how to communicate even with your higher self, and how to have a greater understanding on building your dreams together, because this is partnership. Okay, and it doesn't, again, it can be any sort of partnership here on earth. But I feel like that's what this eclipse is bringing you. That's the rainbow, is a new beginning in some sort of partnership that is geared towards your dreams and your wishes. All right, let's get a final outcome card here for Pisces. Whoa. Okay. We have flexibility, we have orphans, a couple cards. I'm getting the orphan card, and I feel like this eclipse, especially with it being in Libra, which is about harmony and about balance and partnerships, for those of you that have felt orphaned or you felt a little bit secluded, lonely, isolated, this is a time to really step into this energy of partnership, and that's what we see coming in here for you. Stay flexible is what Spirit is saying. Flexibility with the 19. 19 is the sun energy. So this is about, staying flexible instead of that rigidity that I was getting with the turtleneck, right? Maybe find an energy that doesn't feel so suffocating. And that's where it's going to lead to your milk and honey. And look at that. It's a rainbow. Beautiful energy here. There's your rainbow, milk and honey. But we got to depart from something that feels a little bit suffocating. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you. So last but not least, let's dive into the collective energy. This is for everyone watching, all signs. We're going to get just a small 3 cards here of universal energy, collective energy, maybe what's happening globally, maybe some truths or exposures that we see in the world. And I've been saying this for a long time. I don't want to say predicting, but intuitively tuning into is the outages, so when we've seen a lot of those blackouts or, social media going out for a day, or telephones or cell phones, towers being shut down. I've been saying that for a while, that we're going to see a lot of those like electrical surges or shutdowns. We'll see them, and those will continue. But I also have sensed for a while now, March and April, specifically even Aries season, could be very, very important when it comes to those in the public eye. Okay, so those in the public eye where there could be some exposures, truths coming out, and I feel like it is a time of, especially new beginnings. It's the spring equinox. It is the astrological new year. So bottom of the deck here, look at, we have choices. So on a collective level, this is choosing, what path do we want to take here? Do we want to take the path that of least resistance, kind of trust our intuition to go in the direction that we feel intuitively called to go? Or are we going to stay kind of in that sheep energy? And I feel like you know that you have some choices coming up around this time with the 7 of Cups. But you have here the Judgment, the Liberation. This is beautiful energy here of changing your life for the better. This is your purpose, your calling, your mission, right? It's a second chance. It is a major awakening here happening for you that can liberate you in ways that scare you, yes. But it's also going to put you on target with a new beginning here, one that is more stable, because this Judgment card is about letting go of the past, letting go of regrets. It's healing the wounds. It is embracing self-love versus judging oneself and judging others. So what frequency do you want to be in, collective, right? Do you want to be in that frequency of feeling controlled, or feeling like you can control what you can control within your own energy? And the only thing you can control is how you respond and how you trust your own intuition. That's freedom. You have here the Knight of Wands. This is intention. This is setting your mark on what you want. And it could be love, it could be passion, it could be desire. She has a bow and arrow, and she has a rose as the arrow, and she's launching it. She's getting ready to take action. She knows what she wants. So this is a really great time for you to focus on a new beginning or a second chance here with a Judgment. This is a time for you to set your intentions, right? It's time for you to shoot for the stars, because you have here a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. And I think Libra and also Aquarius and maybe some other signs. This was the first card out. So this does kind of clarify that there's going to be a lot of changes in the physical and material realm, that it's up to you to see what roots you want to see, you know, transforming into legacy, into this tree of life, into this financial abundance, into, you know, family, whatever it is that you are trying to hit the mark on. You have more choices than you think, but don't get overwhelmed by choice. Don't get overwhelmed by social media or engaging in lower frequencies, lower vibrations, or what everybody else is doing or thinking. This is saying here, focus by tuning into your own intuition, trusting what is in your highest good, getting more in tune with your high priestess, right, than you ever have, or your high priest, male or female, does not matter. And look at that. Final card here is the Queen of Swords. This is Libran energy. For those of you perfectionists out there, or you've had some sort of ideology, right? Something you've been maybe idolizing, or you've wanted to kind of perfect for quite some time. I feel like you can take this leap of faith and set your intentions here, but you don't want to become a perfectionist where it gets to, you know, an obsession, right? You can master your craft, but try not to be very rigid. I mean, the Queen of Swords, she is intuitive. She goes for what she wants. She is someone who, you know, she doesn't let anything stop her. And that's what this eclipse is all about. Taking those choices that you've had, making a decision, setting yourself free from the past, because the past could be holding you back in some way, collective, setting that mark with the intention. And then there it is. There's the new beginning showing up for you. So that is what I have for you. Longest reading we've ever done here. That's okay. It's a very powerful full moon lunar eclipse on March 25th. Now, a lot of these energies are going to take you well into April and to May as well. Feel free to check out your other signs, rising sun and moon, for a big picture, but hopefully you looked at this collective one as well, because I feel like every one of you could benefit from some sort of new beginning, some sort of shake up here in your life, something new, setting a new intention. You are all beautiful souls. You are here on earth for a reason. You are not alone. You're not stuck. You are worthy. You are loved, and you have so much in front of you. Believe that. Thank you so much, collective, for being here. If you like the messages, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. Lots of love.